Alright guys, alright. Good day, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are. You see the pin tweet up there, guys. Let's retweet it. I want to say hi to everyone here. I see Tonya, Arod, Dill, Rach, Ollie, Guido, Sam, and Alton. Career. Thanks all for being here, guys. Let's chat a little bit. How's it going, guys? What are you up to?
I'm at work.
Happy Friday.
I'm at the hospital.
Hey, happy Friday.
Peace.
Happy Friday, all.
Happy Friday.
Happy Friday.
TGIF.
Everybody just say some good shit all at once, you know?
All right. On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. TGIF.
DJI.
Yeah, TGIF, gang.
Let's fucking go.
Get that out of the way, you know?
We had to do it, man. We had to do it. So yeah, today is Friday. We have the concert, we have the performers, we have the team of the NFT music radio show, guys. Let's tweet the space, invite your friends. First performer we have here is Alton. Alton is an awesome artist. Alton, you want to talk a little bit about yourself? Let the people know who you are before we start playing your music. I have your music here.
Hey everyone.
Let's go.
Hey everyone, how is it going? Thanks, Armin, for the opportunity. I mean, everybody here is really grateful to you and everyone organizing this, so thank you. So just a little bit of me. I'm mainly a session musician, a session guitar player. I'm from Albania, which, if you don't know where that is, it's right next to Greece, a small country. So since you can guess, there are no big studios here to do live recordings and stuff, not many of them, I mostly do online sessions. So I work on work platforms, and I open my website, theworkingguitarist.com. And since I finished school for marketing and stuff, I started doing both marketing for that, for some music industry stuff, mostly guitars, and doing session work. 3 years later, after that, I quit all my jobs and stuff, and I'm just doing remote sessions and using marketing, luckily. This is the first month that I'm independent and 100% working in music, and I'm very happy about that. So regarding my music, okay, so I started every other Instagram guitar player doing the 1-minute things. And since I was also working, I was all day just writing guitar parts for people and for me. But now, since most of my work is focused on 30-second or 1-minute guitar piece, it's a solo opportunity here. Now, what I was thinking about it, would be the perfect length and the perfect type of music to be used in an NFT. So if I were to be doing a project in the future, I would do it just for 30 seconds to 1-minute loops or guitar parts, and dedicated mostly to working musicians, session players. I'm still not clear about my project or the scope or everything about it yet, but just being here with you guys and listening to you has really helped me out to figure it out eventually in the future. So I wrote a new piece today from a little bit I had in mind some time ago, and I just finished it 10 minutes ago. It's not finished yet. I mean, it doesn't have any bass, and it just loops out in the end. I mean, fades out, but I just sent it to and I was like, okay, let's stream it. So it's called Whispers. It starts out slow, then it builds up eventually. So thanks for listening to me, guys.
All right. So now I've put Whisper. I'm gonna play it. It's for Alton. Before I play it, I'm gonna tell you guys I'm making NFT music videos for artists. In case you're wondering what's that, I'm gonna pin for you the NFT music video that I made in collaboration with Alton. It was his song that's called Desert. It on OpenSea on a collection. It's called NFT Music Earworms at the price of 1 ETH. However, feel free to check it. You can play it how much you want on OpenSea without buying it in case you want to listen to the music. However, right now we're going to listen to a new release by Alton, and it's called Whispers. Let's just read the space, invite your friends, guys, and let's fucking go.
Yeah, I got you. I just threw it up in my Discord, so hopefully some people will join up. I told them join the concert, and it's been pretty active in there lately. So if anyone's coming in, welcome. Thanks for stopping over.
Let's go. Retweet the space, guys. Thanks a lot, Dill. You're my man. Let's go, guys. This is Alton's Whispers. It's a new release. Thanks a lot, Alton. It's awesome music. Yeah, now I'll leave the floor a little bit for Alton. Guys, in case you want to talk to Alton, ask your questions, feel free to. Then I'll ask mine. Go ahead, guys.
Yo, that was a beautiful piece. I really dug the vibe on it. This is Chris Guido, coming from Occupied Tonga.
Thanks, Chris. Nice to meet you.
Yeah, in LA. Yeah, what kind of pedals, effects, what kind of processing? What's your flow, your workflow there? I'm a guitarist myself, so.
Oh, nice. Well, actually, I don't use much of that, to be honest. I just use the DI of a Strat inside the sound card, just a basic one, and then I play it with some reverb and with some delay on that. Pretty much that's all of it. Because like I just love the rough DI sound of the guitar without pressure stuff. Because then I think it becomes just too mechanical a thing. Like that's basically just 5 guitar tracks in total. But the thing is, when it's a type of music like with real instruments, in a sense, it's always best to listen it like with a good sound quality to get the panning and stuff. Because it's not like compressed like pop music or electronic music, which can be heard like very well like from speaker and stuff. So you don't really get like the panning and things like. But yeah, it was just basic. Like I just finished like a couple of 30 minutes ago or something, and I said, oh well, let's just play it.
Beautiful. It's got a great vibe. It reminds me of some Buckethead type stuff. I don't know if you ever listened to Buckethead, but it's got that kind of vibe for me.
Yeah, sure. Like he has like 10,000 albums or stuff. He's great.
Yeah, how could you not if you play,
yeah.
if you sling an axe, you know?
Now, even if you don't play, like that guy is always suggested on YouTube, like somehow, like somehow he's just suggested always.
That's my favorite stuff from him too, like that kind of mellow electric, mellow acoustic stuff. I kind of dig that more than the shredding, personally.
Oh yeah, me too. Like definitely more than that. But it's like I'm trying to add some production to the song and things, because it's been lots of years that I've been producing and recording for others. But when you work a lot for other people, it's always hard to finish your stuff. At least for me, it always has been hard. So I'm just myself now hiring other session guys to record the drums and to do a proper recording of the thing.
So would you ever? I really, really liked it. I really, 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 really liked it. When it's done, would you ever be willing to have someone put vocal on it?
Oh yeah, for sure. I'd love to have somebody who do that, because my band and the style of my singer is nowhere close to that. Because I've tried, it's completely different things. So I would love if somebody could add vocals to it eventually. Because the thing you heard right now is just 1 hour and a half writing, recording. It's basically the time in which you complete a recording session is the time the piece was wrote and arranged and things. So if somebody would add vocals, it would have another kind of flow, another kind of production, more song-like. But yeah, I would definitely love if it had vocals.
Okay, we're gonna have to stay in touch then. If I can't do it, I have a friend who is a little more melodic. I'm more deep, sultry blues voice, but I have someone who's more melodic, high toned, who could really, really piece well with that.
Yeah, for sure, I love that. I mean, I could.
So go ahead. By mistake, I was. Yeah. Sorry. Go ahead, man. Go ahead. Sorry. By mistake.
No, I would love if you do that. I would really love if you do that, and I could send over other pieces like that, because I literally have hundreds of them. Just
send me whatever you got. If I can't do it, I know plenty of other singers who may just want to just throw something on there and send it back, see what you think.
Yeah, for sure, it'd be great. I see that I'm already following you. Probably we met in this space, I think. Yeah, for sure.
Awesome. Keep it. I really like that. I really don't think it needs anything else to it personally, but that's just me. It's your song. You do what you got to do with your song. But
yeah,
I
most
really
probably
really
I'll leave it like that. But it's always like this. Whenever I record something for work or for myself, whenever I get back to it, it's always hard to replace it or record something else, because it's never the same.
Yes.
Because the intention is never the same. Like the first thing, if you don't have the same intention when recording, because the session work is very tricky compared to normal recording in a certain way, because you have to find a song and find what serves the song and be only with the song. So like once you do it and you have a certain image of how it sounds like in your head and you transmit it, it's very, very hard to change it. When you're alone, like when you work with other people, then it gets a bit easier.
I think Ollie also had a question for you. Ollie, you want to ask a question for Alton?
I just wanted to say I really enjoyed it. I'm a huge lo-fi listener, and I listen to a playlist on Spotify quite frequently. I think it's called like chill lo-fi jazz something, but it reminds me of something that could be on there if you.
Yeah, I know the feel.
Yeah, if you want to throw like some smooth drums behind it, I mean, like that's right up the alley of what I listen to during the day. I feel like I'm a little bit different as like what I listen to during the day at work and what I listen to like when I'm outside of work. But that was very, very relaxing. You're very good at what you do.
Oh, thanks, guys. Like, I'm just getting an idea right now at the moment, like, because I have literally, like I said, like hundreds of this stuff. It's just like it's work to come up with these. I have plenty of progressions and stuff like that. So, if any of you is up to, we could just like make some tracks out of them, or I could just add some guitars to your tracks because I really love to do that.
Yeah, I mean, I'm always in need of extra production on things if I feel like it needs it. So I've shot follow, and if I ever need someone to throw some guitar in the background on some shit, or maybe even like I'll definitely reach out.
Yeah, for sure, man. For sure. Like if anybody wants like to add anything to this or any other track, I'll just keep uploading them on my Twitter profile so you can check out. If you like any of them, just DM me, message me if you want any guitars to your song or to write any piece or something. I'd love to do it.
I just messaged you my email. Send me that one. I wanna play with it.
Yeah, sure. Thanks.
All right. So guys, before we go on, I want to ask you all, please make sure you see the pinned tweet up there. Go ahead, retweet it, retweet the space, invite your friends. You see the co-hosts, you see NFT Music Radio. Make sure you follow that account. We're gonna try to transfer the focus from me and the other people to that account. You want this project to be represented by a project's name, not by a person. This I want to be decentralized, to be controlled by the community and managed by the community. So thanks a lot, guys, for being here. Thanks a lot, Alton, for your awesome music. In case we have more questions, we'll talk about them after the second song. Right now, I have another submission from Alton. It's a new release. He worked on it today. It's called Dragonfly, and it's acoustic. So, yeah, let's go, guys. Tweet the space, invite your friends.
Can't tell when you're busy, but we always know it's you. Floating close, your salutation in seasons for life new. Nervous flatters true to form. Your soul remains unchanged. You fly and watch and mind dance. Never take it center stage. Stop a wild dragonfly. We want to say hello. Stop a wild dragonfly. We truly miss you so. The lights you touch are many. The woman in your sphere. I need a dance away land. You catch it and appear. You disappeared abruptly. The shadows formed in haze. The leaves that are falling stumble. A night before their days. Stop a wild dragonfly. We want to say hello. Stop a wild dragonfly. We truly miss you so. Stop a wild dragonfly. So hard. say goodbye.
Let's go. That was Alton's Dragonfly acoustic. Let's go. Now Alton is here. He's back with
Yeah, I
us.
just got rocked, I think.
All good, all good. We got you back up again.
Yes, thanks.
So, man, you want to tell us a little bit about this track that we just played, Dragonfly?
Well, actually, the singer, Rina, is the singer from my band. She wrote the lyrics to that. And I happened to have the guitar piece, like that melody, since I was like 14 years old or something. Because like, it happens like this: when you don't know how to play well, I mean, you just come up with stuff, which you then think about, come up later. So I had the melody in my head for literally 6 years. Then when I saw the piece of paper with the lyrics, I was like, okay, let's try it. And no, it just went like that. The thing was just a live performance at a show we had. I managed to get the multi-tracks from the mixer, finally, from that. And but we had to release like a full album as a band or something, because like my singer has a signed with a record label for a metal album called Venus 5, like 5 Metal Girls or something. And we're waiting for that album to come out, hopefully this year, so we can release something ourselves, just not to clash with any label stuff. So yeah, like that was just one guitar track.
Yeah.
And a vocal, as simple as that.
So I have some questions for you. Can you tell us a little bit about you? How did you start with music? How did you get into Twitter Spaces, and what got you onto NFT?
Oh yeah, like I kind of started when I was 14 years old, like basically the year when I come up with that melody part. And actually, I was not a huge music fan or something, but luckily my family always had good music taste, always. Like if all the neighbors were listening to turbo folk, my family was always listening to some cool stuff, to some rock, to some French music, stuff like that. And my brother bought a guitar, for which I was very angry at, because he sold my old PC, and I was like, what the fuck do you need a guitar for? Sorry. Then eventually I started playing myself, just a couple of chords and stuff, and I kind of liked it and kept on with it. I was picked up by some local bands, and after forming my band and like the usual local artist thing, I just happened to encounter online sessions, like becoming like a session player, but online, like recording tracks for people, which turned into like a full-time job eventually. So like doing some production work in the sideline and working with my band. Luckily enough, I also managed, like all the time that I was doing music, I was working in marketing, digital marketing things. And I managed like to mix up the both, doing marketing for music and playing music. So that's basically it.
Yeah, and so my question is, did you mint anything yet, or are you thinking about minting anything yet? In case yes, where, what platform?
Well, the things like the first track that the most minted was yours, yours. I mean, the one that you sent me the message to release, Desert, the one that's pinned up there. And like I thought of mint. Sorry, because I didn't answer the first question. I remember. Like I entered Twitter Spaces 2 months ago, in November. I entered Twitter Spaces in November because like the boyfriend of my cousin runs a YouTube station about crypto and everything, and I heard from NFTs from him for the first time. I didn't know about anything about that. I heard like 3 or 4 months ago. I just knew the name, I knew some mojo about it, but not anything in particular. So I got really into it, and I was like, okay, I'm going to dedicate like at least 2 or 3 hours of my day to this until I figure it out. I mean, I can't say that I've figured out everything yet that I want to know. But yeah, eventually I'm planning on minting, but my plan on minting is minting like probably 100 pieces for 30 seconds to 1 minute, dedicated like to working musicians, to session musicians. So it's going to be something in the likes of the music that you've heard, but like I'm still trying to figure out the visuals behind it, the brand behind it. It's like all the details, like you probably know better than me, like before doing them. But the base of your music will be this. And I'll probably, when somebody like mints my music and something, I'll probably release all the multi-tracks to the thing, like, and everything to the song.
All right. So, guys, if anyone has questions, I see that Dave here has a question. So, Dave, go ahead, man. Go ahead.
Hey, Basil. How are you, man?
All good, all good. Nothing but positive vibes. How's it going?
Fine. Yeah, it's going great. Thank you so much for having me up. NFT A-Rod, it's really nice to meet you guys. Thank you for allowing me up to speak. Like, I don't even know where to begin. I just want to say just a couple things. One, I see Dill down there. Dill, I can't, like, like I said yesterday, man, like you deserve all the accolades on the planet, bro. Congrats on that sellout on Solana. This is a man who's dedicated to his craft. So if y'all want to follow a blueprint, he freely and openly shares it. I just heard Alton mention, like, you know, he's kind of new to like minting and this and that. Like, I can tell you this much. This is a selfless individual. I actually got the pleasure of meeting him when he was out here in Hollywood. So, you know, props to you, Dill. Basil, what you're doing, I think, is amazing. I think every single person, if you're a musician in this room, artist, like, please just keep doing what you're doing, because I was a musician for 15 years. I played the saxophone. I was in a jazz band, and I regretted every day that I haven't picked it back up since I was, you know, 22 years old, whatever, or 15 years since I was 25 years old, whatever it was. But like it's something that, like, music transcends everything. And the way that, just quick little anecdote, Basil is out there working his ass off to get this thing off the ground. And he came into a space, and when I tell you it was, what was it, Basil, 6 a.m, and he started playing music for us.
Yes, sir. It was 6 a.m, and they told me they want some piano. I was like, yeah, okay.
And when I tell you he captivated an audience, because it's not an easy thing to go into another space, right? It could be a little intimidating, right? Well, a space of 70, 80, 100 people, and then request to speak, and then be like, does anybody want to hear piano? And it's like, yeah, we could, like, who doesn't want to listen to music? So I just wanted to give you your props. I think your stuff is great. The one thing that this is just me personally, like, I think everybody's amazing. The one thing that I look for when I'm looking to, because I want to support every artist on the planet. Obviously, I don't have the funds to do that, so I have to pick and choose, and I think that goes for the majority of your guys' audience. And I know not necessarily it's not all about the money, but you guys deserve to make that money to be able to help your families, your friends, and so on and so forth. But what I would say is, the more, like, unique you are, instead of sounding like someone, the more unique you are, like, to me, at least, to this, again, it's just my opinion, maybe it's something else, but for me, the more unique you are in the sound, the creation, like how it was made, the story, like, I'm just psycho like that, I guess. But like, I love to know everything there is to know about the artist, the person, like the sound of the music, what instruments are there, like are you, like, what are you, like, every single bit about it is kind of what I want to know. And granted, not every buyer is going to be like me, but like, I'm sure every one of you are unique in your own way. Make that shine is the best thing that I can say, because, like, and Basil, I apologize for the delay in getting back to you, man. I've just been trying to stick my hand in so many different pots because I want to help so many different people. But I love what you guys are doing. I think you guys are amazing, and I'm excited to just listen in and kind of rock out a little bit with you guys. This is great.
Thanks a lot, Dave. I really appreciate the input. Like, Dave is one of the, the most active people here I see on Spaces. He's helped a lot, by giving tips, by providing his own perspective on the project. So thanks a lot, Dave. Thanks a lot for this important thought. Guys, this is what's different about Web3. It's different from Web2. Web2, the buyer just goes and buys something from an advertising company or something like that. But here, the buyer is buying directly from the creator, from the supplier, from you, the musician. So before they click buy, there's no one that's telling them that you're good or not. You have to show them that you're good. You have to show them that you have potential. If you have potential, don't be shy to show it. Don't be insecure about it. In case it needs improvement, it's okay. Go out there, take the critic. Like, be an adult about it. We all have to try things. In case they're not good enough, we have to try more. And that's how it works. So that's Web3, guys. Just go work on your own persona, present yourself, make the people like you. And if someone liked you, they will buy into music because they invest in you as a person. And in case they found potential in you, they know that their investment will double and triple and go 10 times above with your career. So let's go, guys. So
can I add one more thing to that, Basil?
Yeah.
The one other thing I can say, if I can help you guys in any way, if I can't purchase it and I'm in a space, feel free to jump into my space. I'm all about it. I don't care what I'm talking about because I try and educate people. I have a finance background, so I try and help, you know, like when we talk about the space, it's, you know, you constantly hear like the biggest transfer of generational wealth in a lifetime, right? And to me, that's very real. And I've made mistakes. I was a trader for 10 years. I've lost, like I've made thousands that have cost me or my firm tons of money. And now with crypto, a decent amount of money. I don't want the people to have to make those mistakes. So I'm educating them on that. But that in the same sense, I want to teach them whatever else is out there to not only just make money, but like to make them understand like what your journey is, right? What an artist's journey goes through, right? Some people don't even know what an NFT is. And it's like Basil said, like you guys are keeping this money that you deserve. You put the time in already. You put the effort in. Like you're collabing with each other. Like if anything, this is where this Web3 movement starts, right? Is collaboration, right? Is free information, like share with one another. But please, if I can help in any way, you ever see me hosting a space, I don't care what it's titled, please feel free to jump in. Shoot me a DM or my co-hosted. I'm terrible with checking DMs. I'll always have a co-host. And he or she will be checking DMs and like give me a heads up. I will more than happy, be like more than willing to be able to share your guys' stuff at some point throughout that space. So please, like utilize me and as much as you'd like.
Thanks a lot, Dave. Thanks a lot, Dave, for your kind words and your thoughts. Guys, as you heard, follow Dave in case you see him on Spaces. Just jump on there, and he will be more than happy to feature your music. As you know, just a disclaimer for the people here: we play music for artists. We don't take money from artists. We don't charge any commission from artists. We just play their music here. We enable them. We connect them with artists, musicians, photographers, and producers. Our mission is to enable those musicians because everyone, when they're starting, they're broke. No one needs to pay extra money more than they have to. So yeah, that's what we provide. We enable your music, we spread it, and that's how it works. So
how do we help your group? How do we help your group, Basil?
Sorry?
How do we help your group? Because you're the one that's driving this whole bus, right? How do we help your group continue to do this? Because this is your focus, right? I have my focus. So
just keep doing what you're doing. Just keep doing what you're doing. You know, coming to the spaces, inviting your friends, and so on. Like this is the most help anyone can do at this point of this project.
Gotcha.
So thanks a lot. Thanks a lot, man. So yeah, so Alton, thanks a lot for your music. Alton was our first performer for the night. We really appreciate you being here, appreciate your music, and looking forward to making more collaborations with you and having you with us on more concerts. So now we move to the next performer. How's it going?
Guys.
Hey,
really
Alton,
appreciate it.
Sorry, go ahead, Alton. If you want to say something, say.
No, I just wanted to say thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you to everybody who spoke and to everybody else. It was a pleasure.
You're welcome, man. Really appreciate it. Yeah, so my man Dill, how's it going? You there?
Yes, sir. I am. Yo, it's going great. Some beautiful music coming through here. My man Dave, thank you for coming up. Thank you for shouting me out, bro. It was great to meet you in LA the other day. Dave is a big collector of mine, and I think it's all about these real world experiences, right? So it's like I do all these shows and I connect like merch and stuff to my NFTs, but at the end of the day, it's more just about, you know, someone like Dave hit me up when I'm in town and we get to chill. And even just that kind of one-on-one interaction with my collectors is dope.
Let's go. Dill, you want me to play music or you want to play it on your end?
If you want to play it, you can. If you have it up, or I'm happy to play it. I can pull it up right here.
All right. However you want. I can play it from here, or you can play it on your end. You played it last time, right?
Yeah. I'll play it on my end.
Yeah.
And then I'll have some fun with it.
Yeah.
So should I just play the music first and then talk a little bit about what's happening? Man,
look, do your thing. The mic is yours. The stage is yours, and all eyes are on you. Come on, man. Let's go.
Yeah, let's get it. This is Crypto Rich. We'll start with some music and then we'll get to it. Crypto Rich, I made some racks with it. I could make a million on a blockchain.
I was getting dirty money, now I'm popping. Basil, what up?
Awesome. Keep it, man. My hand is up. I'm vibing with you.
Good vibes.
Read the fucking space.
I was riding in a Benz. Doing my famous. Good thing it's not raining. I don't care what you're saying. But Bitcoin got rich and I win. Murder me now, the way she heard me now. I'm wearing Burberry, burgundy stripes, stacking my sats and get high. Way to the back with my guys. Sunday is right, I guess from a Saturday night. I could make a million on a blockchain. I was getting dirty money, now I'm popping. Advantage made me rich, I'm sipping champagne. Cause I'm flyer than a dumb plane. Refreshing on my balance, gotta check it all day. We going on a run, we about to hit 100K. Haters got mad, and then I lost a few grand in a national slam. Bitch, no, I'm not Satoshi, but I Bitcoin dance. Shout out CZ. I'm a trader in the bubble, shell head and shoulders high. Yes, I'm got crypto and bitch, I made a lot. If you see me on Discord, you better not hit me up, cause I'm way too official, she won't pick me off. I could make a million on a blockchain. I was getting money, now I'm popping. Event made me rich, I'm sipping champagne. Prefer to rock it cause I'm flyer. I started back in Philly, flipping tokens for the fam. You call me famous Dill, but you don't know who I am. Refreshing on my balance, gotta check it all day. Hey, that's my song Crypto Rich.
Let's go.
Sheesh. Album title song. That is the last song on a 19-song album. So the whole album tells a whole story about crypto before, of course, finishing with the Crypto Rich song. So my name is Dill. I've been making music for almost 10 years. And about 2.5 years ago, started making songs about crypto. Because I saw crypto as a future of financial freedom and now creative freedom with NFTs. And I wanted to teach everyone about it through my music and let people know what I learned. But at the same time, it's really just dope music about my story. So out of those 19 songs, some of them just have a couple crypto references, whereas some of them are totally about crypto. Like there's a song called Ethereum, a song called Bitcoin, but some of them, at the end of the day, it's just a relatable, dope album where I'm influenced and inspired by crypto. So that was one of the songs. I've had a lot of cool stuff going on recently. Yesterday was my probably my biggest day in my music career ever.
Man, thanks a lot, Dill. Thanks a lot, Dill, for this music. Guys, Dill is not only a talented rapper and musician, Dill is a really successful businessman. Like, he didn't only step from Web 2 to Web 3, he mastered the business in Web 3. He dominated it with his music, combining it with his own NFT business. So, man, huge respect for you. I've known you for months so far. Look, you're one of the first people I met here, and crazy how much you grew, how much man, where were you when you are now? I'm so fucking proud, man.
Yo, thank you, man. I really, really appreciate that. I've been working really hard now for almost a year on this NFT stuff. I mean, at the end of last year, or the end of 2020, I was already in these spaces, but I didn't end up releasing my NFT till a couple months later. But I've been going hard in NFTs for about a year. I've been in crypto for about 5 years. That's why I was able to start rapping about crypto years ago. But yeah, yesterday I had a huge drop on Solana. It was like my biggest day of my music career ever. We sold out in 1 minute. sold out my entire collection like immediately on the drop. And then something potentially even bigger happened today, which is I just got published in 1:37 p.m., which is Gary V's publication.
Whoa!
So
no way.
That's coming
Gary
out.
V's publication.
Congrats. That's like
man.
That's super cool, man. Congrats.
Okay.
Thank you.
Let's go.
Thank you, everyone. It's an entire story about Crypto Rich and my background and where I came from and the Jordan Belfort song. If anyone doesn't know, I made the song Jordan Belfort, which is a multi-platinum hit about the Wolf of Wall Street movie. And that one's definitely a hit. So I've toured around the country and done shows and stuff. But this Crypto Rich album represents me coming back to music with my own independent project and doing things my way. Big part of my story is how I got kind of screwed by the major labels on that Jordan Belfort song. So now I'm back with a vengeance, here to take everything for myself, take everything from the labels, but reward my fan base, right? Because that's what NFTs do. They actually allow my fan base to benefit from my success instead of these major labels who won't even invest any more money in me, right? These major labels, I've made them over $2 million. We just got double platinum certified. And I've only seen a very small percentage of that. And they would never even give me another deal or invest in me. They won't even answer me. So now we're back. Yesterday, I did over 2 times. In 1 minute, I made over 2 times what my first record deal gave me. And guess what? The record deal is a draw, meaning I have to pay it all back. Whereas this NFT funding that I get to use to build my business and build my creative content, and my community has the NFTs and they get to decide the value on that side. So completely different system we've created. And I'm really excited about the future of NFTs in general, but especially music NFTs, because this year music NFTs are absolutely taking off already. I did as much sales yesterday in 1 minute as I did in pretty much the entire year last year. I mean, it's absurd. So thank you so much for having me up here. And thank you to the host for bringing me in. And thank you to Basil for being on me about coming up here. I'm so happy to be here and just get to play some music for you guys. I mean, I could do another song or something if you want.
Hey, man. Hey, man, look, like that's I don't understand that question. If I want, man, everyone wants more questions. Everyone wants more songs, man. I mean, like, that's not even a question. However, before we start with the music, Ollie wants to ask a question, I think. So first we go with Ollie and listen to what he has to say. Go ahead, man.
What's up, Dill? Just wanted to give you your flowers real quick. I have to say, anytime Jordan Belfort came out when I was in school, Jordan Belfort, Burberry shirt, LV loafers on my sofa, in Bel Air,
turning up daily because we can't turn down at work. I've been lighting loud lately, like my volume switched on work, and my cologne is Versace. Medusa got me stoned. I'm always high on something, but I usually like to smoke. We've been long time friends. Me and Frank. Every fucking day he needs a ride from the bank. Now fucking y'all know me.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Play the whole shit. I need those
Sorry, we'll continue the music later. I just wanted to enter that music with, he was singing, and I said, yeah, let's fucking do it. However, guys, before we continue, retweet the space, invite your friends. Come on, guys, go ahead and retweet, pin tweet above. We want to see 100 people here. Come on, guys. Go ahead, Ollie. You were talking, so let's continue.
Say, like, from an independent standpoint, I mean, that I used to watch that music video all the time before I went out to the bars. And in college, I went to Michigan State. It was a typical party school, and I didn't start making music until after I graduated. And I've been independent the entire time. I was following Wes. Wes was one of the first people. Walker was one of the first people I followed on Twitter. And then after, I've been keeping up with both you guys. It's cool to see that y'all are still making songs together and whatnot. But it's cool to see someone like yourself who has signed to a major maybe realize that isn't the route you wanted to take it, and is now educating people on, especially independent artists too, on right moves to make and whatnot. So I think I speak on behalf of all the people who are independent, who are looking for guidance for someone who might be in a situation that we think we want to be in, but it might not be the right path for everyone. I just wanted to say thank you, because I know you are doing your own thing. You, like Basil said, you've been a successful business person, but I think I read something up and you said like your passion, you felt like you kind of lost your passion and you wanted to come back to music. So that's what the whole Crypto Rich album was about. Just wanted to say, keep going. Would love to get some independent time with you, maybe after the space sometime, just to chop it up and see what's up. I have a lot of questions to ask because I'm funding everything myself. As you know, it is a struggle day in and day out, but it's all worth it. And yeah, just want to say thank you, man. You're OG, and that song is new album's gas too. I was bumping it on the way to Starbucks this morning.
Hell yeah, bro. I fucking love that, man. First of all, thank you. I really appreciate you liking the song and keeping up with me and Wes. And yeah, Wes is still my boy. I've been trying to get him into NFTs and stuff a little bit more. But yeah, man, I basically, like, after Jordan Belfort's song, we toured. We went to Michigan before, so that's dope. I know it was popular up there and at colleges. So we toured, we did a whole lot of shows. And then I got into crypto, like, when I was looking for the next move, basically. Like, my boy literally called me and was like, yo, you got to check out this Ethereum stuff. And I was the only one who had, like, a little bit of money. Like, I didn't have a crazy amount of money, but I was touring and stuff. So I had a little. And that's how I originally got in. And so, yeah, man, I mean, it's been a long journey, but I ultimately think that Crypto Rich is going to be even bigger and more legendary than the Jordan Belfort song once people catch on to this wave. I mean, people don't realize that song took like 4 or 5 years to go platinum, because for the first couple of years, people didn't even know what the Wolf of Wall Street movie was. And so I see the same thing with this crypto story. It's like, people will slowly catch on to what crypto is. And as that happens, this album will only become more relevant with time. Like, we're nowhere near the peak of crypto, you know, maybe only a couple % of people know about crypto right now. So I think as we continue to grow, like, we'll just see it get bigger over time. And also, I want to say another thing for everyone listening: if you're new to music NFTs, or if you're still learning, or even if you know a lot about music NFTs, you want to see a different perspective, check my pinned thread. Please check it out. We just hit 1,000 likes, which means a lot to me, because it means I've helped 1,000 artists or collectors learn about NFTs, right? We need to educate both sides, the artists coming in and the collectors who are already in the space trying to learn what is this music thing about for NFTs. So check out that thread. It's pinned to the top of my profile. Just past 1,000 likes. Hope it hits 2,000 and 10,000 and more one day, because I think people can learn a lot from it. So any engagement on that is really appreciated. If you want to give it a like or a retweet, that would be great. But thank you, Ollie. Man, I'm going hard out here. I'm trying to bring other artists in. I'm trying to make dope music about crypto. And I'm glad you fuck with all the music I made in the past, man. So that's what it's all about. I think a lot of people also don't quite understand the story too. Like, once you learn a little bit, it's like, Jordan Belfort's song was already about like the Wolf of Wall Street and stuff. And so that song is going to be out there forever as like a giant funnel, bringing people in to crypto music and to NFTs and everything I'm doing. Because this is my only album right now. Crypto Rich is my debut album after that song. So now that song constantly brings people in. And I think long term, people will realize the story. It's like kind of funny, you know, like I made the Jordan Belfort song after I saw Wolf of Wall Street. That's already kind of like OG song about investing, and now I'm on to this crypto album. So I think it makes a lot of sense and should have big meme value long term.
Agreed, man. That's how longevity is built. Usually it is a slow game, but it definitely pays off in the long run. The whole like here today and gone tomorrow thing is so popular this day and age with music. But you know, if you got a message and you're pure, which I think everyone can tell you are, there's really no cap on how far you can take it. But been a fan, gonna continue supporting. So yeah, just want to say thanks.
Good stuff, Ollie. Guido, I saw you had your hand up, so I'll go for it, and then I just want to make one other point.
Yo, Dill, what's up, man? This is Guido. I don't know if you remember. I'm sure you do in some capacity, but yo, you DJ'd a track and were my hype man, my one-time hype man at the Williamsburg Music Hall in Brooklyn the day of the Ape Fest warehouse party. Thank you for that, bro. Do you remember that moment? That was a moment.
Yeah, bro, that was you rapping before?
That was me rapping in Brooklyn.
Yeah, bro. Oh, yeah, of course. Yo, with Devin the Dude, and that was so much fun, man.
Devin the Dude, man. Yeah, I met him actually on the Ape Yacht, and he's a huge fan of Dario De Siena, who's the artist for the project that I'm working on. I'll talk about it. But, yo, thank you for dropping game on us. Thank you for paving the way, pioneering this crypto NFT rap game, I was wondering if you could just break down a little bit more and share with the people about this collection that you dropped yesterday, and maybe also tell people where they can get it and how they can get involved.
Yeah, for sure. So yesterday I dropped Crypto Rich Deluxe on Solana using Magic Eden. And so it was really dope drop. I was able to sell $70,000 of NFTs in 1 minute, which was insane. And I didn't expect it at all. I mean, I've been working really hard all year to get my NFT brand out there and connect with people. But this is just unheard of. I partnered with Magic Eden on their Launchpad program. So it was a direct partnership with the platform. And they helped me get exposure and held a Twitter space and everything. And then I was just so surprised to see it sell out in 1 minute. Like last year, I did about $120,000 of music NFT sales, which is amazing. Like I'm really happy I was able to do that much sales last year. But then, I mean, I basically doubled it almost in like 1 day yesterday, and that's just insane. So you can get the trading cards on Magic Eden. If you go to magiceden.io, you can pick them up. We got people paper hands right now selling them on the floor. So, I mean, it's a great opportunity for someone to go scoop them up for less than mint price. But then people that got the rare ones, like the platinum card, just sold for 7 Solana. So some of them are up pretty big. But overall, these NFTs are a collectible piece of my album.
Hey, Dill,
so when you buy the NFT,
quick question. Dave is one of the investors that made profits from your projects, right?
I bought in at 0.1 ETH because I saw early on, I knew that I have a foresight, just being a trader. I'm playing a chess game, right? I'm not playing checkers, right? I need to think 6-7 steps ahead. And when I heard Dill's music, to me, being a foreign music, when you hear something and that speaks to you, whether it's commercial or not, or you think a bunch of people are going to like it, I was like, okay, now let me talk to the individual. And it was that right there when I spoke to him and I understood the strategy that he had. He had his whole, it's like, how you see a roadmap for a crypto? He had his whole roadmap planned out. This man put the time, the effort, the dedication, everything into it. And I invested in Dill in all essence, right? The music slaps, don't get me wrong. But I invested in Dill. I invested in the person more than I invested in the music. And to me, 0.1 ETH. Oh, and the other thing that I want to stress is he was never calling me like, hey, you should buy this, you should buy that. If people want to buy your stuff, they buy it. But what he did was he gave me one call and said, hey, you can go mint some of these stuff for free now. And I urge a lot of artists to do that, right? It's Dill's a very specific case, right? And he can give you a wealth of knowledge. But as the music NFT space continues evolving, you're going to get a lot more people in here. And what's going to differentiate you is maybe some people, and I thought about this the other day, get your music into people's hands. And if they like it, because community is what's going to win out. If you build a community and they like your stuff, it's you don't have to get paid on the initial one. That's just my opinion. Don't take that as gospel. But I was thinking about this the other day, and I would love to hear feedback on it. But yeah, to answer your question, Basil, yeah, I got in at 0.1 ETH, and now he just said it sold for 7 Solana, which at this point, I literally 10x my money in 2 months.
Yeah, well, just so you know, Dave, just for a little clarification. So Dave minted a platinum card on Ethereum. Last time I checked, the floor price of the platinum card that Dave minted is 0.75 Ethereum. So what Dave minted is that platinum card over on ETH. It's sold for ETH and used for ETH. And then on Solana, we have another set of trading cards. So Dave actually gets one of those trading cards airdropped to him as part of my new drop. So Dave, I don't know if you signed up on the airdrop form, but it's not just that you have the platinum card. on Solana, you get an airdrop on the Solana chain, right? So Dave owns a couple of my NFTs. He also owns the VIP. So you get 2 airdrops because you own Platinum Card and the VIP. So what I've done here is also a cross-chain airdrop where my Ethereum collectors are getting rewarded on Solana. So there's a lot of different utilities and features that you get with my NFTs, and airdrops are one of them. So when I have a big drop like this, Dave still has his NFTs on Ethereum, but he also benefits by getting a piece of this drop because he's an original crypto rich holder.
All right.
See, that's what I'm talking about.
So I see Rach here has a question, and one last question from Rach. Then we continue with Dill. Shall I play Jordan Belfort afterwards, or what do you want to play?
I'm down to do one of the crypto songs afterwards.
All right. Which one do you want?
Yeah, I can do it on my computer again.
Perfect.
So I could rap over it a little.
Perfect. Guys, remember,
Hey,
go up to
Dill.
the tweet and to tweet the space, invite friends. Rachel, go ahead. Sorry.
I just had a question since you sold out so fast. What's next on the horizon? Like, what are your? Because I'm sure you're kind of shocked that it went like literally that quick. So what are your plans like going forward for the next like couple months, and what are you working on?
I mean, so like this is just part of the strategy I have to go multi-chain. So I'm really happy that it sold out quick. Like that's great. And I feel a lot of people who are new to the community and like they jump in and they say, oh, what's next? Or like what utility, or like when airdrop. And it's like, I think the people who minted and are new to my community and anyone just learning, like take a little time to digest and learn about what you purchased. Because with music NFTs, a big piece of the utility is that artist's entire catalog and brand, their music videos and their album, right? And so as I move forward, my plan is to continue dropping products for crypto rich on different blockchains and different platforms, while also working on new music videos, concerts and shows, going to crypto conferences, setting up unique experiences for my fans. Like last year, I'll give you 3 examples of what we did. Probably the best thing was I opened for Wu-Tang Clan and Waka Flocka in Atlantic City, New Jersey, and that was available for all of my NFT holders. So you can see a video of that on YouTube of me performing, opening for Wu-Tang, and that was available to VIP holders. And in Miami during Art Basel, I had a yacht party for my VIP holders where all the VIPs could come on this yacht that we got, and it was in partnership with one of my collectors who's starting a hedge fund, or an NFT hedge fund. So we got a couple yachts and we were out in Miami Beach, brought collectors on that. And then one more thing we did, which Guido just mentioned, is the show at NFT NYC, which was a little like art show where I performed and we had other people there, and we got to connect with collectors. I brought like a bunch of hats to that show and was giving them out to my collectors too. I haven't done my first merch drop yet, but I've been making merch for like 3 years now, and you can see all of it on my website. And so a big part of my NFT is also going to be delivering that merch to VIP holders. So there's a lot of things that I have coming. And I would say, like what I realized with this big sellout is like a lot of people bought this NFT and have no idea what they bought. And they have no idea who I am. And they also don't take the time to like look at what I'm doing or anything. So it's been interesting to see this kind of attitude, because I've had a nice slow growth on Ethereum and people buy in and get involved, but like they mostly understand what's going on when those people have got in. But with this giant hype sellout, you get so many people that just don't really understand NFTs that well and don't understand music NFTs at all. So that's been really interesting for me to see this kind of attitude that I haven't seen before, of just like panicking and being confused about what they purchased. So that's the only downside to having a big hype sellout, is that there's a lot of people who just, maybe they don't take a close look at your project.
Thanks
So,
a lot,
I mean, like for the next year, we'll be doing kind of the same thing, like going to more conferences, concerts, all of those.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, hopefully the same, but bigger, right? hopefully I'm
Yeah.
able to drop another mixtape or album. I have a whole nother album ready. I actually gave Dave a little sneak preview, but Dave, don't tell anyone. You know, that's top secret information for VIP
I ain't saying nothing, bro.
only.
I ain't saying nothing.
But it's gonna be huge, that album. I mean, if you don't believe me, just ask David. It's gonna be huge. I mean, but here's the thing. That's my next concept. And so I'm not done with this crypto concept. And also, look, I've been in music for a long time. I got 19 songs. Most people listening to this chat right now will not listen to my 19 songs within the next week. They won't listen within the next month. Maybe within the next year, some people will listen to all 19 songs on my album. But what I've realized is, like, definitely I want to keep making and releasing more music, but it's not like this giant rush because people have so much content to consume first. So I'm thinking about this, an NFT mixtape at some point this year, and then hopefully the next album will come out within the next year or two. But right now I'm really just focused on building this concept of crypto rich as big as I can. What up, Dave?
So I was gonna say, Dill, I think where you could also add value is what you mentioned in the space last time in terms of like how easy, not easy, but a faster track to gaining new audiences, the way you view different blockchains, right? It's like, because you know how there's the Ethereum maxis, there's the Solana, which one's better, this one, that one. And for a musician, hey, listen, if the crypto people are gonna talk that way, then that's just an opportunity for you. So if you maybe want to tell people about that when you were talking about Avalanche and Solana and going to different blockchains and the benefits, I think that'll help.
Yeah, well, totally, man. You're totally right. And I just proved it yesterday. So everyone talks about having like your collection on one blockchain or whatever. Don't release the same type of NFT on one chain and the other chain. But I don't really agree with that. Like, I never saw the point of that. Why not, as an artist, take our work and make it available in all different stores and all different blockchains, right? It's kind of like how you take your music to different distributors, right? You put your music out on Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube, SoundCloud, right? I mean, if you want, you can go to only Spotify. That's kind of like being only on Ethereum. You're on the biggest site where people will probably use that site, but why not make it available everywhere? So I apply the same thing to blockchains, right? And one good analogy I've heard is that different blockchains are almost like different countries, right? There's a different group of people there. There's different transaction fees. There's different rules for the different blockchain. But ultimately, you're getting exposure to a completely different group of people, completely different community. There might be people that cross over from one to the other and they build on top of each other. So just yesterday, by going to Solana, I grew my collectors from 250 collectors to now probably 500 to 700 collectors or more, maybe almost 1,000. I actually don't know how to check on Magic Eden how many unique addresses are holding, but I at least doubled or tripled my collectors in one day by going on to Solana. So the goal for me is keep upping that number, because the more my total exposure and total community, the bigger it gets, the more people come in on all chains, right? And so now what I'm going to create is an album that's available on all blockchains and all platforms. And then constantly I'm having people come in and find out about this project through many different ways, right? So that's kind of my opinion on being multi-chain, multi-platform. I would say I started the process of proving it yesterday.
So NFTB, I see you, bro. I have to jump in a second. The one other thing I apologize for jumping in. The one thing I do want to stress there also is when you're talking about like different chains and obviously like different audiences, like make sure you become familiar with actually how to do this. So Dill, if you don't know actually how to check that, the same thing that you check on Etherscan, right? There's the same thing for every public blockchain out there: Solana, Polygon, Binance Smart Chain. So if anybody needs, Dill, you or any other musician needs to know, like, hey, how many collectors did I actually pick up? You can check the wallet addresses, and then you can actually like dedupe and see like how many people actually bought what. Because I don't know if you put a limit on it in terms of, I wasn't obviously I was getting the mayor drop, so you know I wasn't part of like the mint. I wanted to let everybody else have a shot, but you can actually see just based off of wallet addresses, and then compare just based off of like, you know how there's an Etherscan, same thing for Solana. So if you want to hit me up, I'll be happy to show you, and same thing for anybody else. But
yeah, the only problem with that is that each token is minted under its own token address, I believe. So
yeah, exactly.
Okay, so well, I'll send you the link and maybe you can figure it out, man.
I'll give you kind of like a breakdown, step-by-step guide. But I got to jump. Basil, thank you for having me in here. I got another AMA that I got to jump into for another investment that I have. Thank you guys so much for having me up. Dill, congrats. And everybody else in here, like, that was awesome. Thank you for having me up. And, like, seriously, like, keep pushing, guys. Keep pushing. Y'all shit is dope. I can't wait to buy, hopefully, everybody's fucking music in here.
Thank you for being here, Dave.
Pleasure.
Hey, I see Bamboo's got a hand raised, and I know we got more music to play. But Dill, I'd love to holler, maybe get something going in the DMs or the back channels about. I'd love to hear a little bit more about musiceden.io. But let's keep it moving if that's cool.
Yeah, for sure, man. Definitely tap in my Discord. We love to have you in the Discord.
Oh, sorry guys, sorry, by mistake. I was had the phone in my pocket. I had a friend over, and by mistake I was looking at the space, and I muted by mistake. So what happened? What did I miss?
No, all good, man. I'll just do one more song.
Yeah, man. Let's hear it. Guys, retweet the space. Invite your friends. Invite your friends right now. You see the pin tweet above. Retweet it. We want to see 100 people here. Let's hit it, Dill. Let's hit it.
For sure. I'll give y'all a verse off my song Bitcoin to start, and then we'll do Flash Drive. And then I've had plenty of time up here. So thank you all for your time. I was only 15 sitting in my house bored. I went online to the Silk Road store. I bought some Bitcoin. Got it as a sophomore. If I didn't need lunch money, I probably would have bought more. Fast forward to the future. Made a meal on my computer. Grab some ETH. Don't buy a loser. Don't sleep. Don't be a snoozer. Goddamn, I'll get rich. Got big plans. Hey, kids, don't take Xans. Type my lyrics. No pens. Big numbers on 10. I got Bitcoin rich and I'm feeling myself. Big chain, black chain, got me dripping, no hell. My cologne is Versace, she like the way I smell. Hodl to the end, I won't dump my bag, I won't sell. I need them big stacks, I'm talking no bank. And I don't need cash, goodbye to Ben Frank. I'm an investor, so I can't have people stressing me. I keep my Bitcoin in a flash drive next to me. Flash drive next to me. Flash drive next to me. Yo, it's my song Flash Drive coming up next. Let's get it. Hey, Flash Drive. Heavy on my wrist. Don't mess with my money or you'll get my partner pissed. I don't wanna meet his fist. Messing with the kid. I need him to learn cause the crypto made me rich. I don't stood up to be nice. Told my buddy I done seen some shit that isn't right. It's our anniversary, I'm slaying her tonight. Slay. Couple million on the stick. Wow, don't get caught no encryption cause I got no rich. I read the scripture white paper and add it to my list. I could send it across the border, you don't need to take a trip. You don't need to take a trip. People used to doubt me, now they see I'm looking sick. Oh wow, I made some hits I never missed. Flash drive, couple million on a stick. People used to doubt me, now they see I'm getting paid. A message that you sent me, that's some shit I never say. Yeah. She make my day like every day. I'm headed to the top and ain't nobody in my way. That's a flash drive. High boy, tall boy, now feet up. Faster to the money, so I think I need a Lambo. Haters wanna beat, I'm in Philly going ham though. Smoking like a chief and I'm ripped like Rambo. Come and play my banjo and misfit. Nowadays I'm lit like lit. Girl, don't act like I'm an asshole. Girl, you do not know me, but I bet you know my raps though. Flash drive, couple million on a stick. Won't get caught no encryption cause I got crypto rich. Read the white paper, then add it to my list. I could send it across the border, you don't need to take a trip. Oh wow, you don't need to take a trip. People used to doubt me, now they see I'm looking sick. Oh wow, I make some hits I never missed. Flash drive, couple million on the stick. Yeah, flash drive, couple million
on the sticks.
Yo, thank you, fam. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Yo, check out the Crypto Rich album. 19 songs available to stream anywhere and everywhere. You could get music. There's music videos. One of them has almost 500,000 on YouTube. And of course, you could get the NFT and shit too. If you want, you go on Solana, you get an NFT right now for like $30 or $40 with no gas. So if you really want to get in, get the VIP on Ethereum, which is a lot more expensive but has more features. So yeah, check it out. Appreciate you all. Thanks so much for giving me all this time up here and listening to my music.
I have a question though. Before you go, Dill, I have a question. How did you
For sure, I'm hanging around.
You said that you sold it on Magic Eden and you put it on different blockchains. Like I'm just trying to figure it out because I just put my my catalog on OpenSea, and I was told, and I could be wrong, that I couldn't put it on any other blockchain. That's a lie?
What I'm saying is those people are wrong.
Good. All right. Just wanted to know. Congratulations, making 70,000 in one I've never heard. Well, that's beautiful, man. Congratulations on that. So
yeah, man. I mean, thank you. I really, really appreciate it. I don't think there's anything wrong with taking your music to multiple blockchains, and I don't think that if you go release on Solana and sell there, that's just a better sign for your Ethereum products. That's my opinion.
Got you, man. That's what's up, man. Thank you.
Of course, bro. We don't need to limit ourselves, everyone. Just get out there and sell NFTs, but don't flood the market, right? I mean, that's the key. Is like, yeah, like don't flood the market. You know, you don't want to screw over your collectors. So just be smart about it. Don't go out there and just try to, you know, pull the rug out under everyone.
Also, come to spaces like this, share your music, things that you're doing, collaborate with people, support the community that supports you. Just a shameless plug for NFT music concert.
Yeah.
No, yeah, that was a great performance.
Yeah, that was dope. That was fly. I mean, you inspired me. Can I spit a rhyme real quick?
That's just different, you know. Like that was very different. Like no one's really doing that right on crypto.
Definitely.
All right, hey guys. So I think right now we have exceeded the time. To be honest, we have to be moving to the third performer. I appreciate if anyone wants to share their music, we share it after we finish with our performance because they had the priority. They have booked their time for us, so we have to respect their time too.
I'm sorry, I didn't know how it worked. I'm sorry.
No, all good, man. All good. Stay here with us. After we finish with the performance, we'll play your music for sure. I never forget anyone, man. Don't worry. It's not like I don't want to play music. No, everyone here like they play their music on my show like every day. But on the concerts, like the artists have their time booked, so we have to respect their time. We have to respect their efforts.
I was trying to hear him freestyle though.
Thanks, guys. I really appreciate it. Let's go.
Can we get a 30-second freestyle real fast?
Oh man, I'm really sorry, but really have to give the artists their time. They have to answer their questions, connect with the others. So I really appreciate if we delay all of this to after the concert.
Yes, understood. All right.
Thank you, man.
We get it.
Really appreciate it, man. Appreciate it, guys. So now we finish with our second awesome artist for the day, which is Dill. Now I move to someone here who I met like time on the spaces, and we were gonna perform and so on, but it got delayed, and here we are after months. Hey Guido, what's up, man? How's it going?
Bazel, what's up, brother? What's up, party people in the place to be? My name is Guido Corleone, the one and the lonely, aka Chris Devsich, and I am coming live from occupied Tongva and Chumash land, more commonly known as Los Angeles, California, planet Earth, the universe. Love and solidarity. How y'all doing?
Just chilling.
We're great.
That's what's up. This has been a beautiful space so far. Shout out to Dill, the OG, and shout out to everyone. Shout out to hungry MCs that want to rap. I respect that. You'll get your time. Wait for your shot, and when you see the moment, go for it. It's going to happen today.
After hours is usually pretty cool, so stick around. You'll be fine.
And shout out for the whole team for putting this together. Basil, Rach, Tanya, just kind of connecting with y'all through the DMs, but much love.
Let's go. So Guido, do you want to start with your first track? You told me that you're gonna play it on your end, right?
Yeah, I play it on my end. Yo, I got a couple tracks that I'm gonna play today, and this first one is actually I minted this NFT on Christmas Day, and
Do you wanna pin it above?
Yeah, I'll do that real quick. And here, let me do this multitask Web3 thing in the metaverse. Yo, I've been on Clubhouse for the past year, so I've gotten somewhat familiar with doing this kind of thing. But as I'm bringing that up here, let me just so yeah, I dropped this on Christmas Day, and I haven't really promoted it. But this is a love letter. This is a conversation starter, and I think it's a question and how we can all move forward in a good way. You may want to watch your ears on this one. It's called NFTs are dead.
Let's read the space, guys.
So you wanna buy an NFT company? Slide in the back door, no lube, deep money, ski mask, jumped out.
What the fuck?
Get all hype, clap with they pants sagged. You think that you could buy trust? They took it all and didn't even have to pull a gun. I thought we had these motherfuckers on the run. Or was it them cats that said, run, boy, run? Nike, you are not the movement. Cap did what he had to. Oh yes, if it's a thief and it runs and the shoe fits, shut him down for the people. Just do it. And on the fact, what you really about? Sold out your clone souls with your vials filled with false clout. Better sell them shit before your bet drop. Never knew NFTs could be made in a sweatshop, but now we do and see how all y'all move. The record scratch, needle in the vein from out the groove. It's about taking our power back from cats like you. Actually, NFTs are dead. The sound was like a giant swoosh. NFTs are dead. They dead because of what you do. Dead. NFTs are dead. They dead because of you.
Hey Guido,
Thank you very much.
you know what I visualize? I visualize.
What's that, man?
I would visualize that music with you, but combined with Dill and Ollie, both of them rapping on different verses. And there is an animation for two bored apes fighting. It was a very sick animation. We can put that track with that animation. It would be the sickest fucking video clip ever. So, man, sick beats. I'm gonna mute myself. Go ahead, guys. Talk to him.
Well, hey, it's Tanya. How are you? So listen, I just had this, because I'm a Gen Xer. So, I grew up I'm not grow up, but I experienced MTV, right? So you know that song Amadeus? I swear to God, that music.
Amadeus. That joint?
Put that beat to your music and add some little techno, not techno, but more like a little groove to it, a little bit more, some instrumental. It will break, dude. I'm telling you, it sounds really, really good, and it was like that thump, it's so sexy. FYI, just want to let you know.
I was picturing like a mix between Corn and Rage.
I love.
But then you put it in Amadeus.
Rage is speaking my language. Yo, when I was back in the day, I used to write Corn on my high tops on my Converse sneakers. Like when they first dropped, I'm dating myself now. I used to rock that shit so tough. And that first Rage record too, I remember seeing Rage at Lollapalooza. So there's definitely a Zach De La Rocha kind of influence in there, But yeah, believe it or not, that piece is coming from a space of deep love for this community, for what we've cultivated, for what we've created over the past year, over the past several years. It really, really kind of reached a flashpoint over the past year. And I just love this cyberpunk, hip hop, punk rock energy that we have, you know, like even where us as musicians, like the industry doesn't really know, the music industry, like some of the things that Dill was talking about, they don't even know how to move in this space. But we do, because we are building community with each other, forming these autonomous communities through Discord, through what we're doing here in spaces. And again, shout out to people who rock J's, shout out to people who rock Jordans, who think Nike is like the ultimate in footwear and streetwear, and shout out to sneakerheads, you know. But this is really just meant to inspire a conversation. And what does it mean when we have massive corporate entities coming into our space and cutting 9-figure deals? We don't even really know what they cut with Artifact, and then just moving in that kind of a way, you know. What does that mean? How do we respond to that? You know, what does that mean for the future of this space, and what does that mean for the present moment right now? So just some thoughts about the piece.
Yeah, I mean, that's what reminded me so much of Rage Against the Machine, because, like, I mean, it's so relevant today with, you know, what's going on in the world and the economy, like that the same message has never been gone. It's just empowered in a different way now, and it's like a new wave of that. And I mean, I was sitting here head bobbing, doing like maybe I'll go smash an air guitar in a minute.
I love it. I love it. I'm part of a hip hop crew called Luminaries, and we used to tour all around, pretty much pre-pandemic, and all different corners of the planet, a lot of places on the map in the United States. And you know, I just couldn't get I started playing guitar when I was 12, mainly like metal and punk and cats like what they called grunge, Nirvana, all that. And when we would rock shows, I just couldn't not bring that energy into a live hip hop show. So I'd be headbanging, long hair flying everywhere, stage diving. Like that was my shit, you know. And cats were like, "Oh, he's doing his thing again." But that's what I mean. All that came from hip hop. All that, like, rock came from the blues, and everything just feeds into it itself, you know. And like, yeah, so that energy is in me, and you could feel it in the track.
I loved it.
Thank you.
I'm over here. NFT dead. That's what you.
Because of yo.
That's damn right they are.
We keeping them alive, you know. And it's, I mean, it very easily could go that way if we just prioritize securing a bag and just going after that, and not considering like what our role is individually and collectively. What is our responsibility to the space? What is our responsibility to the art that we're creating, you know? And yes, by all means, like, secure a bag. By all means, like, Dill knows, and Dill explained it very clearly and eloquently. Like, we have been fighting for our space in the music industry while we have vultures trying to pick our bones, and we are done with 1/3 of a cent per stream. Like, that's our future. How do we feed ourselves and our families and our communities off of that? No, that's over. Like, we'll still use those means. We'll still use those means of distribution of the music, but look at what we've created here, you know. And this is the people's movement. This is a movement of the people. It's a movement of art. I feel like it's just a continuing evolutionary and revolutionary moment that's taking place, that, for better or worse or whatever it is, it kind of set off in like March of 2020, you know. So of course NFTs, of course Twitter Spaces and Clubhouse and Discord, of course these things came about almost evolutionary as a way for us to stay connected, and us to you know, stay connected as human beings when there's such a frequency of like, stay away from each other, you know. So I love that part about this community, and yeah, we got to be mindful of it, you know, how we're stewards of it as we move forward and through this thing.
Oh, it's interesting you use the word frequencies, because that's brought up a lot in these spaces all the time with so many artists, whether it's like visual or if you're a musician, a singer, because we're all connected on here, even though it's virtually, but we're on a different vibration level, like the same frequency other than what's going on outside. Like we're just drawn together and creating this movement, creating spaces that can like function and be strong going into the future and be a support system for no matter what level any artist is at.
You bet. I love it. Whoa, man.
Polaris, are you in the cave?
Yeah, he's using the sound effects from the new feature on Twitter Spaces, so that's right.
I almost oh.
He's using the NFTs are dead filter.
Yeah, I think, yeah. Now he's down. So anyways, Guido, you wanna play maybe another track for you? Guido, can you hear us?
Hold on, sorry, I was muted. Yeah, I'm gonna throw up one more link up top, and I'm gonna preface this. This is a different direction, and this is really the project that I'm working on. Shout out to Dill one more time, because this is kind of in the spirit of that that type of kind of collection and like what we could do. So anyway, little preface to this joint, and I'll keep it brief because we got to keep it moving. So I came on a Clubhouse in February, and there was a woman named Lady Phoenix who brought the consciousness and the energy of NFTs to Clubhouse. And that flashpoint, I feel I saw it happen. It spread NFTs, the consciousness of it across the universe. Yo, is that a hot mic for Basil? But yeah, so like I was there when Blau dropped his Basil, you got a hot mic?
Yeah, Basil. Something.
So I was there like in the room when Blau dropped.
Yeah, I was trying to sorry man, I was trying to find the space, and I don't know, in the new feature in Twitter, when you scroll down, it disappears, you scroll up, it appears again. So in case you guys were lost, so yeah, I was lost. Sorry guys, I'll mute myself.
Good. Hey, was the sound all right on that last track? I just didn't get a sound check. Did that sound okay?
Yeah, it was good.
Perfect.
Okay, cool. Levels were cool. So, you know, I was there when Blau, who anyone who doesn't know who Blau is, he's basically like he set the standard. If Beeple set the standard for like what can be accomplished for, an amount you could sell, and, people look at Beeple as kind of like the Jordan in the space or something like that. Michael Jordan, not Jordan Belfort. Like Blau did it through music, and he sold like 15 NFTs. Like he had a 1-of-1 and a 3-of-3 and a 10-of-10 or something, and they went for 13 mil or 18 mil. I was in the space. I was like, wow, this is what's possible. And then that just set off a whole thing where I was just building with creators and artists on Clubhouse, and we were teaching each other. People were promoting their work, retweeting pin tweets and getting it out there. So I met one dude, and then I used to kick rhymes. There was a brother named Stretta, and we would just do impromptu parties. Like this is like the metaverse through Clubhouse. So I met a brother named Dario De Siena, amazing artist, really one of the premier artists in the space. If you don't know him, check him out. And then we struck up a friendship one night when a party happened, and MC Hammer was on stage with us rapping, which is like a legendary moment, because if anyone knows, MC Hammer is in the space. Technology, like he knows what's going on with the tech and crypto and everything, but I'd never heard him rap before, like in Clubhouse, and he did, and that was like a legendary spot. So legendary moment. So Dario and I struck up a relationship. Now fast forward to May 1st, I'm burnt out on Clubhouse. I'm not really selling my NFTs. I'm like, what's going on? I stumble into a room that says, welcome to the Bored Ape Yacht Club. And I'm like, what the hell are these crazy motherfuckers up to now? And I thought it was a joke, but I saw the art and I was like, wow, this is dope. Like, this could be the next CryptoPunks. And I tried to buy one for 0.1 ETH. And I tried to buy some Russian hat with the goggles, and I couldn't buy it. I'm like, I'll move the ETH around tomorrow, get it, whatever. It's 3 in the morning. The next day, it's 3 times as much. There's 3 times as many people. Everyone got pictures of apes. I'm like, I need to get an ape. So I went to the floor, and I went above the floor, and I found my dude Redbone, my PFP, my avatar, aka LA Red. And so for the next week, we were just chilling in Bored Ape rooms, and people were buying apes, and I said to myself before I bought it, I said, am I really spending $800 or $900 on a JPEG of an ape? And I did. I said yes. And I thought about buying more, but I just got one. We were just in these rooms, and then Dario and Fondue and Mophead and these crazy artists were doing derivative works of the apes. And people don't realize, but this was a historic moment, because those derivative works where they had the copyright and the IP of apes, so they could do whatever they want if they own the ape. So these guys were sparking careers off of, like, they were pushing their art out, and they were slingshotting the apes into orbit while the apes were slingshotting them in orbit. Meanwhile, before the Bored Ape Yacht Club, there wasn't even really a secondary market. There was kind of, but not really like it is now in NFTs. So that week we were all chilling all night, and I wrote this song, and it's called the Bored Ape Yacht Club Anthem. It's the first song ever written about the apes. It's the OG anthem, and it goes a little something like this. Check, check. Bored out my monkey mind, 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 bored out my monkey mind. Man didn't come from apes, man came from woman, she fed us like grapes. Man was born in the portrait, got cut, and then man from the Bored Ape Yacht Club. Give a monkey gold fur and skin, I swear he's the center of the universal crown king. Hanging like some unshaved pizza bubblegum, Oregon, dumbfounded, cyborg death by apes will kill us all. Now they're too bored in the bathroom stall. Bored apes smoking on a cigarette cigar. No matter how high, they never that far. Melody State Deal Farm straight locked up at the Bored Ape Yacht Club. Where? At the Bored Ape Yacht Club. Go ham, go ape, go chimp, go primate, go bananas, go nuts, go monkey bar, chill monkey brain guts. Hey, we're the monkey. We keep it shit funky. Gorillas in the mist. I'm a gibbon with the diamond hand grip. I'm an ape to this great ape movement. Once a chimp, twice a chimp, everywhere some bling bling. I'm bored out my monkey mind. It won't stand still like the floor still slowly rise. DMT fur got a lot of eyes. Planet of the apes, wearable slowly rise. 100 red traits. You ain't bored straight locked up. Can't look away from the Bored Ape Yacht Club. Can't look away from the Bored Ape Yacht Club. Shot the Bored Ape Yacht Club. Thank you, bro.
Yeah, that shit was fire, bro. That was dope.
That was the one, Dill. That was the one.
I got to see it in person, guys. I got to see him rap it live. I didn't even know who Guido was when he first showed up. And then I got to hear him rap that live, and it was really cool just to hear someone out there who's making dope NFT style music. Got to witness it live. So it's great to meet you, man, and to run into you here as well. And that song was dope, man. I was vibing out.
Did you remember him until now? Internet?
Well, yeah, he said it before. It was kind of quick, so it might have been easy to miss. But he said before, like, yo, and of course I remember him because, like, it was dope. It was funny too because it was just a small show, 2 people there, just had a mic and a laptop, and so I was like DJing for him, and by DJing I mean just like pulling up the song on the laptop, and then I was kind of in the background doing some little like backing vocals too. So I was being this little impromptu MC / hype man.
Like 2 turntables and a microphone.
Yo, not even turntables, like aux cord microphone.
It just reminds me of like never mind.
Love it. No, Dill, thank you, man. Like you really helped me out and like made that happen in that moment. I mean, everybody was down and Devin wanted me to rock it, and Devin the dude, the crypto Devin the dude was the cat who put on the event. Did you and him put it on, Dill? You guys put it together?
So that was all him. I won't take credit for putting on the event. He was nice enough to bring me out and let me, head the event with him as the leading artist. But he put on the event. And I mean, look, hopefully I get paid for this type of stuff in the future. But this time it was really the other way around. I was looking for an opportunity to perform in New York for NFT NYC because I wanted to be there. And Devin the dude was nice enough to put on the show for me. But yeah, I'm really interested in doing more events going forward. So if anyone's involved in any type of event planning, hit me up. I'm always available to do shows and performances, especially if it's a crypto conference or NFT related event.
Oh, we got coming up.
Yo, I love it.
In Austin, all of you.
All right, Rach. Yo, let's talk. Yo, Dill, that was hip hop though. Like that moment. And there might not have been turntables or whatnot, but it was just like we doing this shit. And yeah, thank you, bro. That was the first time I had rocked a stage because it was a relatively small show, but that was like a legendary venue. Like the sound was amazing. It was a huge house, a huge stage and huge space, beautiful spot in Williamsburg, the Williamsburg Music Hall, I think it's called. And that was the first time I rocked a stage like that, I think since before the pandemic. Like, I mean, I've done some shows since, but it just felt good to be on there and just feel like a cool professional, like legit stage like that. But
yeah, bro,
yeah.
that was just a practice round for
I know.
having full venue, full audience, bro. A couple more years of this crypto music idea growing, and we'll fill that bitch up.
Yeah, let's look at doing something at NFT NYC in June. Like definitely. I was just thinking about that yesterday. Like there was a bunch of dope shit I went to. One of the coolest things with a cat named Arts, and then another brother named Israel Wilson. They did something at Quad City Studios, which is like a legendary spot. People know it because that's where Tupac got shot. And but anyway, like it was the energy in there was just great. And I'm like, yo, I want to do some more things like that next year. But as far as this piece, this is going to be the centerpiece of a collection that I'm dropping called the Bored Ape Record Club. So the Bored Ape Yacht Club Anthem is the Genesis piece. There's going to be 1,000 pieces available. We're selling it for 0.05 ETH. Dario De Siena is doing the art for it. So you get like a Dario piece, you get the song, you get the NFTs, like a spinning record. You're going to get a physical vinyl record of the track, which will probably be shipped out in about 9 months because of everything going on with COVID. And also holding the NFT gives you membership to the Bored Ape Record Club. And we got a bunch of things like in store where we just want to blow people's minds with value. We want to I'll share a couple things. Like for example, if you buy the Genesis piece, we're gonna do a free mint where you get a mint of the acapella. If you're a DJ or a producer, you could do a remix of the tune, and we're going to pick the best remix and make that official version. So the whole same treatment, it'd be an NFT. Dario will do the art. We'll do a vinyl release for it. And we've got other people. We've got Rich Wagner, who's big in the ape space. I'm talking to Collie Buds. There's some other cats I'm talking to. And then we want to also bring other music, not just like songs about apes, even though I have other ape music, but my own Guido stuff. I've got a project called Truth and Love with my partner. Like I said, my crew Luminaries, and there's other artists that I have in mind. I was also thinking just the other day, there's a crew here in LA called the Beat Junkies. They're like a legendary turntablist DJ crew. They have a record pool, and I'd love to cut a deal with them where anyone who holds the token gets access to their record pool. So you could just download, you get access to like 65,000 MP3s, classics, different DJ cuts. And I got a whole bunch of ideas like that. So just want to give value to collectors. It's going to be a different type of NFT and really looking to revolutionize the way that music and art are distributed at that synergy point will come together.
Good vibes, man. Keep it up. We got to keep growing this crypto music movement. I think that like everybody's going to be talking about crypto and music. It's not just going to be like crypto music people. I think people will remember who is here making crypto music, talking that talk early. And that's why I chose the title Crypto Rich. I mean, I think it's a dope title for that purpose. Just, being the OG crypto album and stuff. And I think the more of us that are just pushing this movement, and you're rapping about NFTs and Bored Apes and all this culturally relevant stuff, that's what's going to take it to the next level. And like I already saw that Takeoff from Migos and Rich the Kid are releasing a song called Crypto. So I mean, look, this is getting really big. Everyone's going to be talking about it. It's going to be real casual, just like how you talk about money and clothes and cars and designer and crypto. That's just going to be it. It's just going to be casual.
Takeoff actually has his own NFT collection called Apes in Space.
Yeah, I heard about that. That's dope. How's that doing? I never really checked it out.
I don't know. I looked at it the other day on OpenSea, and it I don't know like how many more ape projects can come out. I'm sure they'll probably won't stop coming out, but it looks cool. The art's cool, but it kind of looks like everything else.
If you had to guess, what would be the next thing to come after the apes? What type of NFTs do y'all think would be the market?
Well, I definitely think Dill's collection would be one you would want to check out, and also the Bored Ape Record Club. I mean, those two right there, you can't go wrong. You know what I'm saying? No, I'm just playing.
I'm sorry, say that again. I'm sorry, say that again.
No, I mean, really support Dill, check out his collection. And this Bored Ape Record Club is, I really think it's a visionary project. It's historically significant and like really looking to do something different within the space and solve a problem, like really bring dope culture, bring hip hop culture and independent music culture to the Bored Ape Yacht Club, to NFT space, and I'm a vinyl collector, so I'm going to be stoked to see Dario's art like on a physical piece of vinyl. As far as what's next after the apes, I can't call it. I'm here to rap, talk about music NFTs today, but I think music NFTs are like, I really want to see musicians in the space like be valued the same way that certain one-of-one visual artists are, the same way that like my brother Dario, dude's got a very like successful career in the NFT space just in the past year alone. And I want to see music NFTs valued in the same way with collectors, by collectors, I'd love to see collectors, and I don't know, it's two different animals, right? But I would love to see collectors collect music NFTs the way they just ape into the next generative project or the next DJing project. Like that would be great. Now, I understand it's different energies, right? But it's totally possible because it's all happening in this one NFT movement.
Can I suggest something real quick? Like February 1st is Year of the Tiger for 2022. So I've been suggesting a whole bunch of different projects and stuff. Like, if you notice, if you guys really pay attention, everybody's adding that flair of the tiger into all their marketing. So I don't know, something you might want to think of. Maybe dress up an ape with a tiger theme to him.
I like that. Or even the whole tiger humanoid. I like that vibe. That's a great suggestion.
I'm down with tiger energy.
I feel that tiger and animal print life because I've been seeing it around a whole lot. And you can basically add that to any character. But hi everybody, hi Basil. Thank you so much for hosting this awesome space. Like, much love to you. I go by Dragon, guys. I love jumping into everybody's space, and I always say go with what feels right. Go with a project that you can invest in, and even if it dies or something, you jumped in it because you loved it, and you love the community. Right now, I'm investing in this really cool Gorilla Mansion project that I've been just kind of hosting into their space and co-hosting. They host a lot of play for win. The creator actually is minting these gorillas as we speak, and you know, and just kind of we're just having fun as a community and learning, and people pop questions in the middle of the games. We take a little bit to talk about that, clarify people's you know, like questions and how to get into the NFTs, because we are going to have such a big group of people coming in. They're going to feel like they got in late on something like the ape thing, you know, like myself, you know, I can't even afford that type of life. But like if you focus on these other type of projects, there's a million. I just found out of these other ones, the 90s, 90 something. I'm a 90s kid. I would so jump into it because I'm a 90s kid, you know. So just go with something that feels right for you guys. Always do your research on how to read these contracts on these NFTs. Don't just give your wallets to anybody. Don't ever give your keys. Those are your passwords. Those are your everything. That's where it holds everything for you. So please, please do your research. Don't just go with what somebody tells you to jump on. And you can't go wrong with something that you choose to do yourself. And this is what this whole crypto movement is managing everything for yourself. So much luck to everybody. I hope to keep seeing everybody grow. And if I can be any of use for any of you guys' project, I always feel very comfortable with explaining how this onboarding thing goes, the wallet setups, the whole swapping the coins, what, you know, all kinds of little details that would help us all grow and support one another. So much love, Basil. I always call you Basil. Basil. So many blessings. Thank you.
Dragon, you know that I always love when you pass by here, when you come by the spaces. So thanks a lot. Really appreciate the support. I see Amy Street is here, but however, don't want to forget we have to move on to our next artist. Before we move on, I want to ask Guido a couple of questions. Guido,
oh yeah, go ahead.
So what brought you on Twitter Spaces? What brought you onto NFTs? Have you started to mint anything? And in case yes, where, on which blockchain, which market?
Yeah, those are great questions. I came onto Twitter Spaces as an extension of being on Clubhouse. I joined Clubhouse in February 2021, and that's how I discovered NFTs. I have been in the crypto space since about 2013, I think. I've always been really interested in it. I've been studying it. I feel like I really didn't have much to invest, like what I know about it now, until about 2017. Did a lot of trading. I got wrecked, you know, and I learned a lot. And then I kind of walked away from it, but I always kept an eye on it in the periphery. Came back to crypto at the end of 2020 with a whole new energy and mindset. Like I can do this, you know, and it was going pretty well. And then in February, I came on the Clubhouse and I heard about NFTs, and I was like, well, wow, this is amazing. Like this is bringing it all together, you know, the revolutionary and disruptive aspects of cryptocurrency, how they're disrupting I guess you'd say traditional predatory and extractive financial institutions, which we are all currently doing as we're casually just fucking around with this disruptive technology and talking here. And I went in, I started a collection. I minted it in April, I think, called Human Beings. And it wasn't a music collection. It was actually a visual collection of a few pieces inspired by a sign at the border, towards the border of the United States and Mexico of a family running across the road. But instead of saying caution, it's a kind of an infamous sign that said human beings. And then I was like, you know what? I'm really like a musician though. Like, let me kind of change my approach. And I minted a piece called Fuck a Gas Fee. Kind of in the same vein as, you know, NFTs are dead, similar energy. And I minted that on Hicketnook, on the Tezos blockchain, because I didn't really see people embracing music NFTs at the time, but I did see a cool cyberpunk, almost underground community, grassroots community that was forming there. And then from there, you know, I got my ape, like I said, and then I wrote the song, and I've been kind of kicking around the idea of a collaboration with Dario for a while, and I have all these other pieces that I want to mint. I just didn't mint very much after that, but I've been building out this project, and we're getting ready to drop, ideally at the end of the month. I've been making music most of my life. I started playing guitar when I was 12. Like I said, playing a hip hop crew called Luminaries. I got a project with my partner called Truth and Love. I got another project called C&A with my homeboy Aaron Jones, called Chris and Aaron. And yeah, I've been making music as Guido Corleone, and I do some singer-songwriter stuff. So I'm going to be dropping all kinds of stuff from all different angles. I'm looking at starting a series called Die Empty, where it's just any type of piece. It could be unreleased, it could be a demo, it could be completely polished. And it's just in the interest of getting the work out, you know, putting it on the blockchain and getting things out, because I got so much unreleased material. And yeah, that's a little bit about what I do. I was gonna say too, anybody who is interested in the Bored Ape Record Club, because that's where the majority of my efforts focused to revolutionize the game, so to speak. We're about to close the pre-sale list. We're calling it the Ape List. We're not calling it a white list. White list has racist origins, even though I know it's a
Is
widely
he rocked
used
or am I
term.
rocked? Can you hear me, guys?
Oh
You guys
shit!
can hear us. It's Basil. Can you not hear us?
Hey, A-Rod, Dill, can you
I'm
hear me?
rapping.
Perfect.
Wait.
I
He
sound
can't.
perfect. Basil, can you hear me?
I
Ah,
guess
yeah,
not.
I'm rocked. Oh, shit.
I can hear you.
Okay,
Yeah.
well, just to wrap it up, this is for anybody in the space. We're about to close the pre-sale list down. If you go to the tweet up above that I posted, that I pinned, come into the Discord, sign up for the pre-sale list there. We're literally about to close it like tomorrow or sometime very soon. It's going to be a lot more involved to get on it. Certain communities, certain holders of certain NFTs. So come on in and join our Discord, our party, and sign up for the pre-sale list. We will be dropping soon. I'm trying to get the project released by the end of the month, and just working on getting it out and raising awareness to the people. So it's a little bit about my journey.
I got a question for Chris. Because I haven't been on Clubhouse in about a year. What have you noticed a difference between like platforms from here, like on Spaces versus there, or is it just more about like being in Discords and all that?
Even when you're sad.
You know,
Even when you're
Clubhouse.
smart. Even when you're
Clubhouse.
I can see it in your eyes. Deep inside, you want to cry.
Yo, we in Basil's living room,
Basil, I
yo.
think we're on a date with you and your friend.
Yeah, I'll take the red wine, and I'll also have the
I was
gnocchi.
rapping, guys. I was trying to rap, you know, to try to reset the room. I was singing Mockingbird. I can see it in your eyes. Deep inside, you want to cry because you're scared. I ain't there. you know it, Mockingbird.
I'll have the columnade, please, and you know, see if we can get a window seat, please.
all right, guys. Sorry for the interruption. However, we should really move on with the train. Like we
Yes,
thanks a
yes.
lot.
Real quick.
Yeah.
Real quick, just to answer Rachel's question.
All right, go ahead, man. Yeah.
Clubhouse to me has like it's like a family vibe, and that's where I learned about all this. You know, like I owe everything to people that I did not know a year ago. Everything I learned, how I got my Bored Ape, how I know how to set up a MetaMask wallet, you know, how I know how to restart my MetaMask wallet if a transaction doesn't, everything. Like
both, I think I was just curious just because for me it was like I got a lot more sales like just from my career, I guess. So I was just interested if it crossed paths like it did on here, like organically and all that. So it sounds like it did.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure it out. Like, to be honest, I'm still relatively new to Spaces, and I'm like, I kind of want to go back to Clubhouse. But Clubhouse is a lot different now than it was a year ago. It's a lot different now than it was 6 months ago. There's not a lot of people on it. I think a lot of people have transitioned to Spaces, and yeah, I think having being there's a brother named Kane Mayfield who's a dope NFT artist, really holding it down for the hip hop community, onboards a lot of people, teaches people. He says NFTs exist in 5 spaces, is what he shares with people. Clubhouse, Twitter, Discord, Telegram, and Reddit. I would put an asterisk also on TikTok. I'm not on TikTok, but apparently people are doing a lot of videos there. Also, I see cats on Instagram talking about it. And I'm part of a WhatsApp group where, a bunch of Palestinian cats, brother Mish that I met in New York, who's Palestinian, a bunch of Palestinian cats who are trading NFTs and crypto. I'm on WhatsApp chat. So, find your tribe, find your community, find where you really fit in, and anywhere that, get out there and shake your tail feather and do your thing to promote your work. And spaces like this are beautiful. So thank you very much for having me. And yeah, come up in the Discord and sign up for the pre-sale if you want to be a part of the Bored Ape Record Club movement. Thank you very much.
Good time.
Guido, you dope, G.
Thanks a lot, Guido.
Thank you.
Awesome music, awesome project. Make sure you follow Guido. You go on his spaces, you follow his projects. Thanks a lot, man. Really cool things. Appreciate it. And now, guys, I see a special person here who came up, and I want to welcome them by this amazing soundtrack. It's the Swarm. Hey, TY, how's it going, my man? You're like the queen bee here. How's it going? Oh, he's a listener. Man, we didn't scare you. Oh. All right, he'll be back. But he was wearing a bee, and I welcome him by bee sound. So, anyways,
away from the swarm.
Yeah, he'll be back. He went away to bring the swarm and come back. All right, guys. So before the swarm come back, I want to welcome our next artist for the night by his first song. He's gonna play more tracks, but this is just to welcome him. This is an intro. Ollie Joseph, Hot Like the Sun, retweet the space, invite your friends, and let's fucking go. Hey.
All right. They said it couldn't be done, but we moving along. I like proving me right, proving them wrong, but always at a doing bold. Hot like the sun, I'm a fish steam, I could run a whole city off the energy. My ex had to set up for a bomb, guess she couldn't find a better. But I had love for a century. I'm in the mud of the Goonies, I'm making it out. Made the game, and I'm saying my vows. I never turn on the people who turn me into the.
Come on, guys! I want to see the fist pumping. I want to see hunters flying. Come on, guys! Let's fucking go! Pump them.
Who is that artist?
It's me, bruh.
It's all other but guidance from me. Get out the way if you get it contributed. You cannot ride it for free. Trying to persuade me with sexual actions. I'd rather spend time with me. I rarely get time to breathe. And I know where you hide the key. So a nigga must style like cool. And send me a video. What you gonna do? I'm trying to see that on a black man. That you bought for the vlogs that cost $2,200. Being a possessive and taking advantage of everyone else does. I gotta stay focused. I got some niggas I'm trying to get a bell from. Yeah. No. New house I'm trying to read. I'm fucking high on Berkeley. I used to work for the money, but lately I feel like the money been working for me. Way to dance over the inside, deposit the head, no service fees. I used to make it a month and out in a week.
Damn, let's go. Retweet the fucking space. Let's fucking go.
Tell me how y'all stop self-sabotage for praise. I'm loading this question. Opportunities that you always took. Yeah, you gotta open them up. You first get plenty of chance, but y'all push me, you go and guess. High straight. They can be on one, but they not us. Don't seem back to the text. Stuff like a pot luck, and it's not love. I hear you say got me, and I got that thing in the deal, and it's no deal. Catch my bad.
All right. That was just an intro that doesn't count for the performances yet. Hey, Ollie, how's it going, my man?
It's going good, Basil. How are you doing? I appreciate the intro too. I like a nice walkout song.
Man, I told Ollie, man, you should be having like 10 Grammys by now. Like, your music should be. I don't know, there's a lot of very crappy music, and it's getting very famous. I don't know why, for no reason. Well, this music should be played on. I told him it should be played on NBA level, like before they start. That any game, there's our warm up games they put them, and your music should be one of them. Like, I can see Stephen Curry training on your music, man. So let's fucking go. Let's push it.
Well, I'm glad you think so. Thank you. I appreciate it. My time will come whenever it's meant for me. I think everything's already written, so I'm just here living it out, doing everything I can to have fun in the moment.
How long you been doing music, man?
Let's see. I put my first song out October of 2016, so I guess a little over 5 years.
You make beats too?
I just started producing like a month ago. So I'm actually releasing one of the first songs that I produced probably in like February or March.
Reason why I asked that, you got like a real precise cadence, man. Like, you understand the flow in a way that make me think you make beats. It's just exact. I like that shit.
Oh, thanks, man. Yeah, I take this shit as serious as life. I'm not in it to play around. I'm like, I want to do this for a living. So, I've practiced. I'm still in the process. I don't, sometimes I'm sure everyone else feels this way too. Like, when you are taking something seriously, even like if you're working a 9-to-5, sometimes I feel like I don't know what the hell I'm doing, but it's just getting the reps in. So I got a long way to go, but I appreciate it.
Thanks a lot, man. So the first track you asked me to play is Trap Tragedy. Is that correct?
Yeah. It's a song that I wrote. When was this? This was summer of 2019. I didn't put it out until November 2020, a little over a year ago. It was one of the first songs I wanted to kind of dip into singing with. And I have no musical background, by the way. The only thing I did as a kid was I played the cello briefly in 4th grade, never showed up to practice, just winged it whenever we had performances. And yeah, I just in college, after I graduated, started working. I was like, fuck, dude, I hate work. I got to find a hobby. So I'd always toyed around with like freestyling, and I loved writing. Writing was like the one thing in school that I actually didn't mind doing. I did pretty well in school, but I don't like studying. I just don't learn like that, but I always loved writing. And I sat down, decided I was going to release like a freestyle every Friday on Facebook. This was like in late 2015. And, back then people were like, oh, bro, you're fire. I was going to Michigan State. No one was really making music at the time. Fun fact, though, if anyone listens to Quinn 92, he graduated a year ahead of me, and now he's like super huge. So that's kind of cool to see. But yeah, I mean, everyone kind of gasses you up, even when like I was ass back then, bro. I was big trash. Like, they should have not have been telling me I was good, but thankfully you always got to have those friends that are in your corner kind of cheering you on, even when you don't necessarily believe in yourself. So I just kept at it. Thankfully got linked up with a couple producers who really knew what they were doing, and a couple sound engineers who made me sound fairly nice off the bat. But I've always wanted to get into singing. So this was kind of one of my first songs where I just said, fuck it, I'm going to send it and see what happens. And yeah, it's just like it's a love story with a twist, in the sense where people are always like, oh, I want you back. And I was like, nah, fuck you. I hope you die. But I was like, damn, maybe I shouldn't say that. That's a little aggressive. And the producer was like, nah, dude, this shit slaps. You got to just keep it in there. And I was like, damn, I'm really not on that energy, but fuck it. Let's run it up. So that's what Trap Tragedy is.
Run that hoe.
All right.
Let's go.
Let's go. Let's hear Trap Tragedy by Ollie Joseph and Bobby Crane. Guys, you know the drill. Retweet the space, invite your friends, and let's fucking go.
Let me see them hundreds if you fuck with it.
Let's see the hundreds, guys. Throw them hundreds. Let's go.
But I'm afraid to be alone. I see you shoulders got some weight on. You've been dragging me along. I see Took everything we built up on our own, and you dropped that shit on top of me. Oh, no apology. Looking back, I get it. Always question your intentions. Ain't the way your commitment. Always searching for the next and know the lights on the road. Lies that you told. Shame you're not afraid to go and beat out of control. I'm so scared that you keep me in the backseat. I know you're rap sheet, and I ain't at the same time. I'm used to being left behind. Wishing you the worst. I requested you on Venmo, pay me back the fucking. I'm a fair shot. I hope you feel it in it. Yeah. I wanna watch you feel love, give your all and get buried in the dirt for the past.
Wow, guys, if you're not retweeting the space, I don't know what you know about music, but this is the music that people should listen to. Go ahead and get a retweet fucking space. Let's go, guys. Let's go. Bring the people here.
Always question your intentions. Always searching for an and know the lights on the road. Lies that you told. Shame you're not afraid to go and speed out of control. I'm so scared that you keep me in the backseat. I know you're right, shit, and I ain't at the same time. I'm used to being left behind.
All right. How was Ollie Joseph? Man, why did this music end? Like at least 10 minutes. Why?
I gotta keep it short, man. That replay value.
Ollie, bro. Hey, bro. Don't fucking play, bro. You know you got the vocals, bro. Stop fucking playing, bro.
Hey, my bad, bro. No, I appreciate it. Thank you so much, man. That means the most.
Dude, that shit is so fire. That was so good, man. Really, really dope.
I
Dill,
gotta
my
hear you
guy,
sing some
thank
more
you.
shit, bro. Catch another singing vibe too, bro. Something about your voice, bro. You cut through that beat nice. You got a great tone, and what you're saying is impactful. I'm rocking with it.
I appreciate it, man. I do want to take this time, even though I don't know how many artists are in here, how many listeners are in here. I do want to take this time to shout out engineers. Engineers are crucial in how a song sounds. I'm not going to lie, I can carry a tune, but I'm definitely not the best singer. And my engineers I work with 100% should get as much credit as me and like making it sound good and everything. But yeah, I mean, once the average listener kind of goes into a DAW, like a Logic, a Pro Tools, and sees a lot of the plugins that are put on vocals, and especially here's the raw vocal after it's edited or before it's edited, I think a lot of people will appreciate the people who are actually engineering the sound of the songs too. So shout out my engineer. His name's Hush. He's one of my best friends. Love the guy to death. He makes me sound fairly nice.
Ooh, and you real with it too. You paying that homage, son. Hey, I'm fucking with it, dog. I'm a fan,
bro. Let's go.
Yeah, bro. So true. I mean, mixing and mastering is so important. And, you know, working with a good engineer, someone you trust to craft your sound, or learning to do it yourself. You know, I taught myself to mix and master over the years, but whatever you're doing it right. So, you know, if your process works, stick with it. But I'm sure there's a lot of raw vocal talent there, bro. So shit
thanks,
sounds
bro.
fire. Keep it up.
Not often. I think you might be the first double platinum artist to ever listen to me. So, hey, we're breaking history here at the NFT music concert. So that means the most. I really appreciate it. Yeah, and I think the next song, Basil, I don't know if you want to say anything in between, but the next song I sent Basil is called Sick to My Stomach.
Yeah, I got it on play waiting, but yeah, say something about it. We'd like to hear about it first. Why you made it.
So I'm big on it, and like I have over, I think the last EP I put out, that first song Basil was so kindly to play, Hot Like the Sun, is the intro to an EP I just released December 17th called Hot Streak 2. And those 5 songs added up to be a total of 80 songs I've released over the past 5 years. And one thing I'm big on is having a message. And a buddy of mine asked me, like 2 years ago. He's like, well, what, like, if you were to market yourself, like, what do you want your message to be? Like, if someone's going to click on you, what are they going to find out about you? And I'm just, like I said, no musical training, average Joe kind of guy, nothing too special about me, but I'm me. And that's kind of what makes everyone special is, you know, you're the only you. You got to rep that shit as much as you can. You got to use your resources and leverage the people around you to take whatever you're doing to the next step. And I'm really thankful to have a lot of good friends who are producers, mix engineers, who've been able to guide me along the right path. So anything I do, though, I don't want to just be another like mindless person. Like, I respect Dill for, you know, having a whole message through and through the whole album, like educating people and it kind of being centered around a certain topic. I'm kind of the same way in the sense, like, if I release something, most of the time it has a message. Mind you, I do have those mindless songs where it might just be like a quick idea that popped into my head. I put it out, the beat slaps, people are going to rock with it. But this next song, it's another, I think love is a pretty common topic in songwriting. And this one was in 2019. I was on Instagram, just scrolling through. I was talking to my buddy and lady I was involved with in college. We kind of had a falling out over, I'm mixed. So she was of a different ethnicity. She was Turkish, and her parents basically disapproved of her dating anyone outside of her own ethnicity. So because I definitely look different, she kind of had to cut things off. And I've never really had an experience like that. So that really kind of fucked me up, but I didn't really deal with it until I was scrolling through. I was talking to my buddy and he's like, yo, do you still talk to so-and-so? And I was like, nah, not really. And he was like, man, if I could give you one piece of advice, like go mend stuff, like at least reach out, maintain a friendship, because you'll feel a lot better. And I was like, okay, cool. Yeah, I'll reach out to her. So I went on her profile and I was scrolling down and then I saw she was engaged. And I was like, oh, damn, bro, this shit crushed me. Because this was like maybe like a year or two after the situation happened, like kind of quick. And I was like, fuck. But she looked happy. Shout out to her. But that shit literally made me sick to my fucking stomach. And so right after, I think that's kind of the fun thing about not really knowing how to express my feelings other than writing about them, because I'm shit when talking about them. I most of the time just kind of clam up and won't get any words out. So I took it right to writing and wrote the hook. It's all about basically finding out that someone was engaged through social media, and then like basically saying everything I wish I would have said to her back then that I couldn't because I was respectful. But this is kind of like man, fuck that. I'm really speaking my mind on this one. Also, too, wait, hold on. Let me say something too, because I do make some positive songs too. Like recently I've been on a wave of just feeling good. This is kind of like the shit where it's this, I have like the fuck you side of things, and then I have like the hey, I'm just trying to drink a beer and catch a vibe side of things. So this is definitely
whatever. Express yourself, like getting out anger and hate, like the stuff that you hold inside your chest that just makes you like ugh. Like getting that out is actually positive, even if it's a song saying like fuck you. I mean,
okay, shout out to you, Rachel. You get it. And this isn't even like this isn't even like a fuck her, because she looked happy. She was awesome. I'm happily in a relationship right now. My girlfriend's cool as fuck. Wouldn't change it for the world. But at the time, this is just how I felt. And I was like, damn, you couldn't tell me to my face, like, this is why this shit ended. So I got a song for you type shit. A lot of people always want a song written about it, but it's not always going to be a good one. So Basil, you go ahead. DJ Basil, spin that shit.
All right. So guys, I just want to mention something. This is in psychology. It's called defense mechanism. Every human being has his own defense mechanism when treating with stressful situations. So why are they called defense mechanism? Because every human being has certain ability to comply with stress. So at a certain point they break. So that's why we have certain defense mechanisms. Some of them are called mature, some of them are called immature. So some of the mature defense mechanism is the one that Ollie is using. Is called sublimation, which is treating bad experiences by overcoming them and by something good and positive. And this is not something, easy to do. When you get knocked down by some negative news or bad news or something bad in your life, it's not easy to regather your power and move on. So props to you, man. Huge respect. Let's hear Sick to My Stomach. with my man Ollie Joseph, and let's go.
Let's run it.
Retweet the space. Retweet the space. Retweet the space. Show some hundreds. Show some hundreds.
Look, that post made me sick to my stomach. Made me feel like I'm little, I'm nothing. You told me you wasn't ready to settle it. Out of respect, I get the discussion. I'm kicking up dust and I'm driving in you. Going nowhere with knowledge and crew. You told me I was the one, only difference when I said it, I wasn't lying to you. You live by the books, ain't safe for religion. I hate you out of your barriers, fucking and breaking tradition and gain the pains. Too many cooks been feeding me shit, and I'm staying in the kitchen. I hate when you give it. It's serious, strong, but your thoughts in a state of submission. I hate when you give it. It's too late to speak on it now. You engaged to that nigga. I'm good. Promise I'm fine. I promise a lot of myself all the time. I let you win. You broke me in bits. You knew my story. I've been through a lot. So on a page in my place. Cold with the words never said in my face. Told you in person, but getting the weakness. I can't have the feelings. I seldom refrain.
Wow, man. I'm pushing your fucking music to the moon, man. I'm gonna play it every fucking day. I'm gonna play it every fucking day on this show, man. Let's push it.
Say me a class, wanted to call you and bury that hatchet. I see your pics, very attractive, but I'm going further and now I regret it. That post made me sick to my stomach. Shit made me feel like I'm little, I'm nothing. You told me you wasn't ready to settle it. Out of respect, I skipped the discussion. I'm kicking up dust and I'm driving in you. Going nowhere with knowledge and proof. You told me I was the one, only difference when I said it, I wasn't lying to you. You live by the religion. I hate you out of your barriers.
Let's fucking go. Ollie Joseph in the house.
Mission, I hate when you give it. It's too late to speak on it now. You engaged to that nigga. Keep out that question too early for you. I can tell by your facial expression.
Yeah, hi. Thanks for hosting the space. I just want to know what artists was that.
Hang with the Genesis, who I'm entertaining later in bed with the later connection. I still think of you and I'm hating the fact that I came up a second. I caught you in the face.
Ollie Joseph.
I put up on you and you treat that boy like a test that you didn't study for. Doing me dirty, I'm doing the same. You fucked in my head and ruined my taste. Delay the test, I do it again. I'm up on your page, I'm fucking this late. That post made me something. She made me feel like I'm little, I'm nothing. You told me you wasn't ready to say. Out of respect, I get the discussion. I'm kicking up dust and I'm driving in you. Going nowhere with knowledge and crew. You told me I was the one, only difference when I said it, I wasn't lying to you. You live by the books, ain't safe for religion. I hate you out of your barriers, fucking and breaking tradition and getting the pains. Too many cooks been feeding you shit, I'm staying in the kitchen. I hate when you give it. Exterior strong, but your thoughts in a state of submission. I hate when you give it. It's too late to speak on it now. You engaged to that nigga.
All right. Ollie, man. Look, man. Like, to be honest, my girlfriend was just telling me, like, she knows when she hears the song from the first time and she likes it, that's really good. And man, and to be honest, I was the whole time just waiting for the song to go down from this beat. It's not going there, just keep going up, man. What the fuck? We love it. Oh.
Thank you, bro. It means the most. I really appreciate that.
I'm gonna put that in for like my playlist when I run, which includes like Rage Against the Machine, a lot of hip hop.
I will warn you, if you listen to my stuff in the gym, it is scientifically proven. And this is from a Harvard study, a Yale study, and I think Cornell too. It's scientifically proven for you to take your PR, your personal record, like if you're benching 150, you're gonna bench 450. It just is what it is. If you're running a 10-minute mile, you're gonna run a 6-minute mile.
Well, I go to a spinning class, and if I give them your song, we'll probably be standing up and spinning like at 145 reps per minute.
No, I'll tell you what will happen. That may be a direct result, but if you play my songs in a spin class, the bike is gonna physically leave the actual thing it's attached to, and you're actually gonna turn into a real bike, and you're just gonna floor it through the wall.
I'll actually give it to the instructors, and I'll because it tracks everything, and I'll prove it like with the stats.
Add to the study.
Like how heavy, it's crazy though. I'm definitely gonna
Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate everyone for listening, giving my stuff a chance.
All right. Thanks a lot, Ollie. Thanks I mean, I can't believe this is your music, man. Like it's so fast, like so awesome. Like it's been so fast. I didn't believe we just finished. So we're not finished with you. Tell us more, man. When did you start with the music? How did you get into Twitter Spaces, and how did you get into NFTs?
Yeah, I started. I kind of, I guess, indirectly answer that question a little bit earlier, how I got into music, but kind of just bored. Didn't want to work, didn't want to I mean, I'm still to this day, like I have a day job, love the company I work with, my team's badass. So thankfully I ended up at a good place, but I had to work like a lot of shit jobs to get here. And I'm finally in a position where I can fund my music career off of what I do on the day job side of things. But after work, I mean, I work for 2 full-time jobs. After work, right when I close my laptop, it's either making tunes or how can I make moves marketing the tunes that I already have out there. But it's just a constant staying in motion, and luck favors those in motion. So you gotta make your own luck by staying constant and putting shit out, this, that, and the other. Same with NFT space. I mean, you can't just sit back and not have your ear to the streets and expect for, you know, the one thing that you're a part of to go crazy. Like if you really want to hustle and you can make a living off this shit, like you got to go put the work in and do the research and all that good shit. But yeah, I just started making music by poking around, having fun with it. Someone brought up Waka Flocka earlier. I have pretty long dreads. I was a huge Waka Flocka fan in high school. So him and Lil B the Bass God, shout out the Bass God. I don't think he gets enough credit. They were the ones who basically encouraged me from early on to record my first song. I played around with it for a year. I sucked. I was doing it for the accolades. I thought rappers got chicks, money, all that. My shit was so bad. Like I couldn't even get people to listen to it. So I quit. And then senior year rolled around, which is when I kind of graduated, realized I needed a hobby. I realized I'd like rapping and shit. But yeah, started doing it, fell in love with it. I think finding someone's purpose in life is really what a lot of people struggle with. But when you don't look for it, as corny as it sounds, like stop looking for it, let it come to you. It kind of just came to me at the right time, right moment. I dabbled in it, was playing around with it. Like I said, fell in love with it. Got a chance to record at an official recording studio in Detroit with, at the time I was the lead advertising manager at our student call center at Michigan State. And the philanthropy manager, her dad was in a band called Adrenaline, who toured with Journey, fucking Aerosmith, I'm pretty sure, Guns N' Roses. He's in the Michigan Rock Hall of Fame, and he now owns a plumbing company. The dude next door to him owned a studio. I recorded a remix to Taylor Swift's Blank Space and Ed Sheeran's Shape of You. And the dude who ran the studio, Tom, not that his name means anything, but it does to me. He was just super cool. I realized, I was like, damn, like if people are like him in the music industry, like and he was just one of those people always gassing me up, like, oh dude, you're good, this, that, and the other, keep going. So again, having those people around you that encourage you to keep pushing on is really important. But I just, from then on, just, you know, kept staying with it. Never really took it serious when I was in Michigan though, because I had a lot of distractions around. I was chasing around some ladies. I was always boozing. I mean, I could guzzle beer. Like I'll go toe to toe to anyone drinking Bud Lights. I'll crush them. I know that for damn sure. But that skill does not get you paid, and it doesn't really lead to a healthy lifestyle either. So moved out to Los Angeles, lived here now for about 4.5 years. Thought it was a music city. Maybe I'm not meeting the right people, but it's kind of like an influencer city now. A lot of people moving out here for like TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, all that shit. So didn't really turn out the way I thought it would with the music opportunities, but this is where I've met some of my now best friends, my engineer, my roommate, who's a singer. His name's Drew Matt. If you go to my Spotify, he's on a lot of my recent releases. He can sing like an angel, produce like a madman. So I've met a lot of good friends out here. It just didn't pan out the way I thought it would. And sometimes that is the best thing that can happen for you. So that's a little backstory on what got me into music. What got me into Twitter Spaces was actually this. My really good friend, Sammy Arriaga, who I actually have a couple songs with, he sent me the space. I saw he was in it, or he sent it to me. I got. So Basil, that's when I first met you like 3 weeks ago. I was laying in bed at my parents' house, and I was tapped in, and then Sammy was like, yeah, why don't you get up here and talk? And I was like, fuck, dude, I'm like in bed half asleep, but I'll say what's up. And I played around on Clubhouse, and Clubhouse is like a high school classroom, just a bunch of bitching and people like spreading the tea on people. I'm like, this shit's whack as fuck. And Twitter Spaces, I actually learned shit. So I'm all about learning, man. If I can kind of broaden my knowledge in anything, I'll be watching documentaries on the dumbest shit. I was watching one with my girlfriend the other day on these Mongolian wildcats. Now I know all about them, but hey, I learned something. You know, I wasn't in my mind, I wasn't wasting time. Who knows? Maybe I'll like drop a bomb on some Mongolian wildcats. Like, it'll pay off in the future. But I like Twitter Spaces because there's a lot of knowledgeable people on here, and you can check their credibility too. Where Clubhouse is a newer platform. I'm not sure if it got bought recently or something, but I know something changed where I think Guido was saying earlier, a lot of people left it. But I like Twitter because you can go on someone's profile and check their credibility and see if who's talking actually knows their shit. Granted, you can buy followers and buy verification, all that, but you can like see the interactions and if they're actually getting hella retweets and shit. Like, I'm like, okay, I'm paying attention to someone who actually knows what they're talking about. And that's important for me because I've been misguided a lot. And if I'm going to be soaking in information, if people are going to be given information, I think it's really important for those people to be credible. And that's one thing I like about how Twitter came out with their own spaces. I think the last question was how I got into NFTs. I got into NFTs from my buddy Telegram group. It's about 16 of us. He added me to it. I started with a community called D Gods, and I did like a little freestyle challenge. And this was the first time I've ever had a tweet get over like 100 retweets and like crazy amount of likes for me. And mind you, crazy amount of likes for me is like anything over 100. So it had like 100 retweets, like 300 likes. I was like, and I won a free NFT from it. And I was like, damn, I've never, out of all the years I've been tweeting and shit, never had like 200 new followers in a day. It's just the community aspect of it was crazy. And I grew up in a military family, moving every 3 years. I was born and raised in Japan, lived over there for a majority of my childhood, always bopping around. So like community is something I've always searched for to be a part of. It was hard to make friends growing up in a situation like that. If anyone here is from a military family, you probably know what I'm talking about. So I like anything that's like really community based. And it seems like the NFT world is. And after the D Gods, I bought a couple of those, bought some not so favorable NFTs. I know, Basil, you've been asking everyone what they've been minting. I minted a project called Alien Punks. Didn't even know what the hell I was doing, though. This was like a month ago. Bought 12 of them, ended up profiting and selling all of them. I got one more to sell, but it's a rare one. I'm trying to slang it for a nice, solid, extra big bag. We'll see if it happens, though. Yeah, I've just been playing around with it. The last one I bought was the Dead Fellas, which is my profile picture. It's the first Ethereum NFT I bought. I don't know what the hell I'm doing with that. I'm not the richest man in the world, but that was a nice little bag. So hopefully it's a long-term game, though. I know. I don't look at it as like always spending money. It's like an investment too. I mean, my money can sit in a bank, or I could put it in crypto or this and potentially, benefit from it in the future. So I think I answered all the questions.
Thanks a lot, man. We really appreciate the questions and answers. And also, especially the music. As I said, I'm going to include the music. And as I told you, I'll create also an NFT music video for you, like I did for Alton and the others. Love your music, man. I'm going to push it like I pushed Jovian's music. Jovian is one of the artists who played on our concert 2 weeks ago. And from playing his music on our show and the concert, his music became viral in the German Spotify. So that's what we do. We spam the music here. We make everyone listen to it. We make it viral everywhere. So with this,
bro, shout out. If my music goes viral in Germany, I'll fuck on and learn German.
Don't worry, man. I'll help you. I'll help you. To God, you'll need help.
Ollie, you have an NFT of your own?
I don't, but I plan to start one and hopefully have it active by like March or April. And this is like the one space where I always pop in and try to say what's up. And so I'll definitely keep you guys posted on that. But I want to make sure it's playing out the right way. Like Dill said, I don't want to oversaturate anything. I want to make sure that there's actual value in holding this. I strongly believe in myself. I am my biggest fan. I know I'm going to do something crazy with it, but I have to have other people actually want to be a part of it too. I'm not just going to like shove it down people's throats. I actually want it to be badass art. I've been playing around on Photoshop, so I'm kind of slick with the pen on the graphic designer side of things as well. So the art's going to be dope. I just have to make sure I get like a nice community manager, and I have a couple friends who are interested in doing that. So it's just a lot of planning, but long-winded answer to your question. Yeah, I do plan on that. By the way, I never do like interview. No one ever really asks, because like Basil, you're like, oh bro, like your music's crazy, this, that, and the other. Man, I'm saying the same thing. Like no one knows about me though. So I guess if anyone does have any questions, if not, happy to move on to the next person. But if any artists have any questions, if any people listening have any questions, happy to answer anyone else's inquiries too.
All right, one last question I have, and I'm gonna get out your way, man.
What's up, bro?
I wanted to ask you, like, are you like solid as far as the team of artists you have that do like your song art and everything like that already? Because I want to be a part of that, bro. I like what you're doing.
Yeah, I actually do all of my own cover art. Funny you ask. I've been graphic designing since I was 14 or something, when my brother torrented Photoshop for me after asking for years. So thankfully, I know what I'm doing and can save a little bit of money with that, but always happy to have people come in and kind of bring their own sauce to it. I love collaborating with people at the end of the day, so hopefully we can work something out.
All right, check your messages 1 second.
Bet it up. I will definitely do so.
I just want to point out that I also played the cello in 4th grade for a couple weeks.
Let's go.
Hated it, and I'm still not a rapper, but I haven't really toyed with that yet.
That mixtape's dropping soon.
That's disappointing, because like having the ability to play cello directly correlates with your ability to rap somehow.
Oh, well,
yeah.
That was also a Harvard study, so that is a fact.
Ollie, I have a question for you. Are you streaming on any platforms right now?
Fuck yeah, I'm straight. Wait,
Oh, you may have
what do you
already.
mean?
My bad. Yeah, go ahead.
Wait, what do you mean? What do you mean, like Twitch and shit, or like
no,
digital
like
streaming
Spotify,
platforms?
Apple.
Fuck yeah, hell yeah! I have over 16 million streams on Spotify.
Oh.
I'm telling y'all, I take this shit seriously. I have over 170,000 active monthly listeners. Is going up. Never paid for streams or done any of that shit. I work.
There should be 1
ass
million,
off
man. 1 million. Let's push them.
I
to 1 million.
appreciate it. Again, and my bad. I didn't mean to have like such an aggressive answer to your question.
No,
it's
it's passion. It's fine. It's passion.
Okay, yeah, I was gonna say it's the passion coming out, but that like I'm here. I found what I'm supposed to do, and I've gotten the DMs of people saying like, bro, your music's really helped me out, and it's kind of turned into like a damn, this is bigger than me thing. I have to take this seriously. I'm everywhere you can find music.
But what's your name though? Is your handle Ollie? That's your
Ollie Joseph. I don't have a stage name. I want to be known for who I actually came onto this earth as. It backfires too, because if a job looks me up and they see me talking some spicy shit, yeah, it might come back to bite me in the ass, but I don't give a fuck. This is what I want to do.
Same boat, so it is what it is.
It is what it is. Fuck it. And if the job fires me over from it, I've been fired for a job for actually. I'm trying to see if she's in here. One of my good friend of mine, she was a past coworker. I don't know if she's in here anymore, but she worked at the job I worked at too when I got fired for making music. And the fucked up thing was they'd blast my shit all the time in the office, and then they ended up firing me for taking it too seriously. And I was like, fuck y'all, get out of here. I don't want you anyway. And I ended up getting better jobs. So it always works out. But yeah, I'm everywhere you can find. Every big artist you could think of, I'm on the same platforms they're at. It's just Ollie Joseph. And like the biggest thing someone can do at this point is just follow me on those platforms. I don't even care if they don't follow me on social media. I'm trying to get those Spotify followers up to where when I release a song, it gets thrown in their release radar and we can like really take this shit up.
Yo, Ollie, yo. Guys, go follow Ollie. I mean, like, you heard his music. Like, you have the chance now to make personal connection with him before he blows up and becomes super fucking famous and doesn't have the time to know more people. So, guys, go make some connections. Go support him. I'm serious. Man, your music super fucking underrated. I'm serious. I've seen a lot of music here, and like your music is like among the top 3, if not the top 2. So
thank you, bro. I really appreciate it. And yeah, that's another thing too, man. Like if people hit me in the direct messages on Instagram, I respond to everything. On Twitter, I don't have notifications on, so sometimes I miss it. But I'm always down to like link up, have a conversation. Yeah, I'm not like a entity or anything else. I'm a human. Like I want to talk to the next person as much as y'all do too. So if anyone wants to hit me up, definitely down to have a conversation. We already have something in common with the NFT shit, so there's a conversation starter right there.
Let's go. All right, guys. So now we were done with the fourth performer of the night, Ollie Joseph, and now we move to the last performer. Come on, Sam. Can you say a few words about you? How's it going?
Oh, it's going. I just sorry if you guys hear my son in the background. I'm a full-time mom to a autistic 7-year-old, so he may come in here and make some noises and scream. He may try to sing. I don't know.
He is more than welcome. He is more than welcome. We'll be happy to
shout out to him.
Don't worry.
Hi, Toby.
Hi.
He's in the other room right now. I locked myself in the office, but the question is for how long?
No worries.
If I start yelling for him, I'm gonna break down the door. So
if he starts yelling, we all
Yeah,
start
go for it,
yelling
go
here.
for
No
it.
worries.
But I'm Sam. Sam I am. I do like green eggs and ham. I like to sing. I mean, there's not really much. I just like to sing, and I wanted to do some original stuff. But I came on Twitter mainly for the ape community. Did the Gorillionaire song because someone wanted to do Billionaire into Gorillionaire. Did that. Moved on. Did some other cover songs, and then now I have one original that I did with Martian down there, which he's amazing. Everyone should
It's
follow
a very
Martian.
sick song. I would love to hear it today. I love it. I love it. I love it. I want it so bad.
I'm gonna play it today. I don't know. Can I do? I want to do 2 songs, and then maybe I can sing for you guys live if that's okay.
Of course, it's okay.
You all right?
Yeah, I'll be okay. I got my booster shot, so my throat was a little sore earlier, but I'm good now. I've been drinking lots of tea.
All right. All right. So we start with the Thong song.
Say that one more time. You cut out.
We start with the Thong song, right?
Yeah, go ahead and play it for me.
All right, guys. You know the drill. Retweet the space, invite your friends, and let's fucking go.
Oh, this is a cover to the Thong song by Cisco, so you're gonna recognize it right away.
All right. Go follow Sam, guys, right now. Go follow Sam. You're listening to her awesome music.
We got booties in the same old spot. Climbing chairs, a couple on top. Giant cup, soda pop. The lights are so bright. Play movies all night. High, TV going by. High, I think I'm sick of the kids. We play movies all night. High, crowd getting high, all night long. Let me buy that song. Baby, I'm on. That song. I like it when they hand it on. Really get my that song. That show is careless. Thought that we could handle it. By my side and I'm holding it. The look in her eyes, I'm selling it. We like movies in the same spot. Buying chairs, a book on top. A giant cup of soda pop. When I saw so bright, they movies all night. High, crowd getting high, TV going by, high. I think I'm singing again. She plays movies all night, crowd getting high, all night long. Let me buy that song. Baby, I'm on that song. I like it when they get it on. That song. Baby, I'm on that song.
Right. Thanks a lot, Sam. Thanks a lot, Sam, for the song. My question is, Cisco is your name or Sam there?
No, so Cisco is the original singer of the song.
Yeah.
You've never heard the Thong song? Oh my God, I'm old.
Oh, I love that song. I love that song.
That thong, the thong, thong, thong. Yeah, so what I did is I twisted
Oh
it.
yeah. Now I know it. You did that part. Yeah.
My son broke into the room. I knew it was going to happen eventually.
That was fire.
Hi, Toby.
Say hi to Ray.
Hi, Rach. Hi, Toby. Happy
Why?
New Year.
Why just Rage? Wait. Why not to me?
Say
I'm the host,
hi,
man.
NFT universe.
Basil.
Hi. Do you hope they like mommy singing?
Yes, we like
Oh. Let's go.
Yeah, that's one of the covers I did. That's usually what I've been doing, because having been full time with him, and then my husband doesn't understand music. I'm always looking for people with beats, with music, anything. Please, I can write songs, and you're gonna learn in the next song I play, the one that I did with Martian. I can write. I can sing pretty good. I have a really wide range, and I just like to sing. That's just basically it. I just like to sing.
I mean, you can sing better than good, so don't undersell yourself. You're still amazing.
Sorry, I was having this I don't know, this bug. Like, I don't know, I thought it was fixed. Like when I get out like from the space and go to messaging, then the space disappears. I have to click on the spaces, and yeah. So here we are, we're back again. So yeah.
So,
Sam, can you tell us
Basil,
about
before we
yeah,
start,
Tonya.
I want to go ahead and get everybody retweet at the space again. But the thing is, but now I think your app needs to be updated. That's why. But also, when everybody leave here, when you guys have a problem, it'll ask you if there's a problem. Make sure that if there is a problem, tell them so they can be aware of it. Twitter Spaces, Twitter people are very on this. So, and they'll know. They won't know if there's a problem unless you tell them. So, and then use hashtag spaces bug. Then they'll comment.
Perfect. Thanks a lot, Tonya. That's very helpful. Yeah, sometimes it happens and it's annoying, like you just meet yourself and you want to put the phone away, and then you find yourself on speaker and someone else is talking, and then there's a lot of noise coming out of your end. So that, yeah, it's complicated things. So anyways, thanks a lot, Tonya. Yeah, so my questions were for Sam. I want to ask you, when did you start with music, and what got you onto spaces, and what got you into NFTs? Those 3 questions.
Oh God, music. When the first words came out of my mouth, I started singing. My dad and my uncle play instruments. My dad self-taught himself how to play piano, guitar, bass, drums. He then taught my uncle how to play drums. My dad sings. So I think, God, whenever I start talking, yeah, I remember the first song he made me learn was Another Brick in the Wall. And I had to perform it for the whole family. I remember that I was like 6. That was like my first little, and he knew from that moment, he's like, you're gonna sing. And I did it for fun, and I tried out for a lot of things. American Idol, America's Got Talent, The Voice, all that. Was told that I have a wonderful voice, but wasn't the American image, because I'm 250 pounds of beautiful, and I guess that's too much for you to look at. But tried for that, didn't work out. So then I came on here, started doing this for the apes, and then let's see, that's why I came on Twitter too. The apes. I used to, so I mean, I'm not going to go on that. That's a long story. started off with my husband, and then I came on. So, and now I don't really know a lot about NFTs. I'm really intrigued by them. I do have a few of them for my personal collection, and I'd love to learn how to make them though. If anybody wants to teach me how to make them, I'd be totally down to learn because I feel like a noob when y'all are talking.
Oh, I'm gonna help you, Sam. Don't worry.
Thank you. But if you want, I can go ahead and play the song that I did with Martian. Martian's
Yeah,
down there.
please. Oh my God, I love it. I love it. And your part in it is just magical. Like Martian's part is awesome, but your part is amazing. Please go ahead and play it. I can't wait.
So a little bit about this. Let's see. I'm gonna go back because I'm pretty sure he said, "I don't mean to put you on the spot," and it was Christmas Eve, I believe. Yep, he said, "I don't mean to put you on the spot, but I need you to do something for me." And he sent me the song within 2 days. Within 2 days, I had it. He had his part done, sent it to me. I wrote it. One part didn't match really well with it. Rewrote it. Sent him both. He picked the one that I thought he was going to pick. Within 2 days, he had it, and it's done. It's been done. It doesn't have a title. I think it doesn't need a title. It should just stay untitled. But that's Martian's song. That's your song, dude. I'll let you do it. But all right, here it is. And let me know if the sound is okay.
Like, shout out to all the people who get hated the most. The ones who get shit on, they continue to go. The real ones see you, dog, continue to grow. When your time comes, show the world what you know. Sometimes we feel low and it gets harder to smile. That's why we say hi, we present like bottles. And drugs get the cash can make you feel less hollow. Then get on the road to riches, feel like you've been walking for miles. Right then, wishing my brain just needs a break. I gotta take my own advice, see the light in the day. It seems like every day it's just more of the same. Feel like I'm just shooting water to my neck in the rain. It's like I'm dead to the pain. It's like I'm at war with my brain. And my goal is to fame, but my fear is the shame. Mediocrity and failure are the one the same. So I never want to hear me except for my name.
Demons coming over now. Trying not to let them in. You haven't seen the half of what's been said or even did. You don't know the pain I feel. Feel inside my heart. Nobody's gonna save my mind. Always be away from time. Give me time and start my mind. On the outside, give me the world. It's hard to be
Feels like my back against the wall, I got a blade in my chest. It's like I can't push forward, just be fighting with left. Brings a whole new meaning, keep it close to the best. So the more I try and push, the more the bleeding I get. They say that life is a bitch, but I ain't find loyalty yet. Live a dog life, filled with pain and regret. Nothing more, nothing less, but I keep my head high. Sleeps for the day and the cut for the night.
I don't know what I did. Do I go get away from that? I'm scared to say something, can't sleep, let's just stop or begin. Yeah, people, into this darkness, we can't find no way out. Things gonna know by now. Try not to let them in. Yeah, I've seen the half of what's been said or even did. You want to know the pain I feel. Feel inside my heart. Nobody's gonna save my mind. Always be wasting time. Give me time to swallow my brain. On the outside, you let the world sleep. Deep dark pit, I will. I'm
every time I hear that.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let's go. I invited Martian to come up, but I think he cannot speak. So, however, Martian, huge shout out to Martian. It's one of the first people I met on Spaces. I made a collaboration with him Like first when I started, it was like the end of August or something like that. We made a collaboration. It went awesome. It sold out. So shout out to you, man. You keep making music. You keep getting better and better. It's crazy how much you're putting hard work on your music. So huge shout out to Martian. Thanks, Sam, for playing this music. Sam, did you mint anything of your music on the blockchain or not yet?
I'm sorry, you cut out there. Say that one more time.
Yeah, I said, did you mint any of your music on the blockchain or any of the marketplaces like OpenSea, Rarible, Foundation?
I don't think so. Mint. I don't think so. It's really, I don't know it, so probably not. Like I said, I'm new to the NFT world. I want to learn. I want to, connect with other musicians and learn how to do this. And,
You came to the right space here. Like here, we help people in their open their MetaMask, open their OpenSea, started this thing because to be honest, it's like too little effort compared to what you can make as an artist here. So yeah, so I think Sam, in case you have something to sing for us, you can perform something live for us, and we'd love to hear it.
It's not an original. Again, I don't know how to make beats. I don't have any of those connections. But if anybody has any that they think I sound good on, I'm totally cool with collabing. But I wanted to sing "Dance Monkey" by Tones and I, if that's okay with everybody. All right, Toby, I'm gonna sing, okay? Okay, but sit down. Let Mama sing, and then I'll get your gummies, okay? Okay. Come sit. Sorry.
It's totally fine. Take your time, Sam. Take your time.
Okay, here we go. They say, oh my God, I see the way you shine. Take your hand, my deep face to walk in mine. You know you saw me dead as I was passing by. Now that I see you just one more time. Whoa, see you every time. Come on, you like it. You make me wanna cry. Now that I see you just one more time. So they say this is for me now. I've never seen anybody do the things you do before. They say, move for me, yeah. When you're done, they'll make you do it all again. I said, oh my God, I see you walking by. Take my hand, my dear, and look me in my eye. Just like monkey, I've been dancing my whole life. Okay, you okay, Tony? Okay, sorry. See you. Okay, I have to stop it. He's covering his ears. And he's autistic, so he doesn't like the loudness. So I'm sorry I can't finish the song.
It's okay, Sam. Wow.
It's okay.
Sam, what is this performance? I mean, who sounds better live than they recorded? Who sounds better on live? Like, it's crazy, Sam. I loved it. I would love to hear it again. Keep coming to the spaces. I would love to have you sing that again and again and again, because it's not an easy song. It's super hard, guys. It's really super hard, not only by notes, but the strength of the voice you have to use to sing it. So huge shout out to you, Sam. Amazing effort, amazing song. Thanks.
Honestly, Sam, you can belt out like so much. I'd probably, if I was Toby, I'd be in the same position covering my ear. I don't know how loud it was.
Your vocal tunes are really good. You really hold a very good tune, and it sounds like there was not a lot of effort. Like you it was just like effortlessly, like it just came out. It sounds amazing.
Just power.
Thank you. You heard Toby sing the Rach. He bet.
Oh yeah.
That was amazing. Great job.
Thank you.
That was incredible, by the way. That's my favorite song too. I love that song. You sang it better than the artist. And you know what? I was thinking. I mean, I mentioned this in our DM, but because I sit in a lot of different NFT spaces for like different type of projects, and a lot of time I'm very big. I'm not a gamer, but I love writing about gaming and esports, and I know how they when they develop and build a game and everything, they're always looking for voice talent. So I don't know. I just for some reason I see you as part of like putting together and helping creating a whole gaming type of deal, especially now with all the tokens and everything. It's a pretty big size market that's gonna explode.
حوالی بریزنا و کرمانشانه.
Bye-bye.
I love how you said bye-bye. I'm sorry. I was like, what?
I mean, I was speaking the same language, so.
I appreciate it though. Yeah. I like I said, I come on here to connect, and that's a good thing to do. I'm like I said, full-time mom. He takes a lot out of me, but you know what? I do it all again in a heartbeat. I want to make music. I want to connect with people who make music. Music is the most understood language in the world. If you can play a song with 10 different people who speak 10 different languages, if they just listen, and they don't have to understand the words, but just listening to the song as they can, if it's happy, sad, if the person was upset, if the person's heartbroken. So I'm all about music, and I'm all about positivity and all that fun stuff. So I appreciate you guys letting me come on here.
Sam, I'd
Thanks.
also like to think of a project going forward that Toby could be involved with, doing something like that. And there's some people in kind of making a decentralized meta education. I don't know what they're calling it, metaversity. But yeah, like there's like educators and stuff in it. But yeah, I mean, you guys can learn both of it together. There's space literally for everyone.
That would be good, because I think having he would be good at putting his own NFT music out there. My boy can sing. It's a little hard to understand sometimes, but I think a lot of people would connect with it, especially how worldwide autism is, and I think it'd be a fun thing for him to do.
He could sing and draw, all of it.
Oh, he can't draw. It'd just be X's everywhere.
Whatever, whatever inspires himself. But yeah, I mean, like I think having him involved in like, well, it'll still give you an opportunity to keep singing and have him kind of like be preoccupied with like the same thing you're learning at the same time, so you can understand it together. And I think it'll be really interesting going forward, especially you could teach others how to do it too.
I think that's a good idea. Thank you.
That was incredible, Sam. Thank you for sharing.
Thanks a lot, Sam. Thanks a lot, Sam. So, guys, now we are finished with the lineup of our concert. Before we go on, we're gonna play now some of the musicians here. We have extra musicians who would like to play their music, but before we do, retweet the space, invite your friends. I'm gonna play something for you guys on the piano. Then I'm gonna play a few French pop songs. Then we can move to the artists that are here, and the artists that who played here, you can stay with us in case you want to still get questions from the audience. We still get questions for the artists that we passed on for to make it up for the whole concert. So in case you have questions for any of our artists, stay here, take questions. Right now I'll play something for you on the piano, then we'll listen to a couple of French pop music, then we get back to some speaking and some questions. So all right, guys, some piano. All right, so that was some piano, and now we get back to a couple of French music, and then we start back with the speakers. We start talking back to our artists and musicians here, and we take new submissions from new musicians here. So, guys, let's listen to two French pop music, and we get back to you guys. Retweet the space, invite your friends, follow Rage, follow NFT Music Radio Show, follow Ollie, Guido, Sam, Alton, and every artist who performed today. Follow Tonya. Shout out to Tonya. She's right now in the listeners because she's using the NFT Music Radio Twitter. So go follow her. Make sure to follow her spaces. She does her own work. She runs analytics for our spaces, and it shows we have one of the highest percentages of women attendance here on the spaces, which is good. Women feel that this is a safe space, a comfortable space to attend. So thanks a lot, Tonya, for providing that. And we'll keep having this, set of ethics or set of rules to keep everything in place. Anyways, back to music. And we said we're going to play something French for you. So I'll start with this one. Make sure to read the space. Invite your friends.
Ça me surprise comme du cristal, l'âme sur ton visage. Ce n'est qu'un amour de jeunesse, on était jeunes, on déconne. Quand nos regards se sont croisés, je n'ai pas su les détourner. C'est son cœur que j'ai détourné, le seul que je ne peux soigner. On s'est aimé plus détester, mais ce n'est qu'un amour de jeunesse, ce n'est qu'un amour de jeunesse, on était jeunes, on déconne. Quand nos regards se sont croisés, je n'ai pas su les détourner. C'est son cœur que j'ai détourné, le seul que je ne peux soigner. On s'est aimé plus détester, mais ce n'est qu'un amour de jeunesse. On était deux, toi et moi, unis pour la vie, c'est ce qu'on se disait sous les draps. Eux ne voulaient pas, je passe partie de la famille, ils t'ont éloigné de moi. Je me rappelle de la première fois, encore réchauffé le même pour le froid, on contemplait les étoiles sur ton toit. Je me rappelle de la dernière fois, devinant ta silhouette dans le noir, ton souvenir me fait penser tous les soirs. On était deux, plus on s'attendait, plus on s'attendait, plus on s'étendait, en attendant le feu ardent du jour. Eux nous ont séparés, on n'a pas pu parler, ce qu'ils avaient préparé, ces enfoirés maintenant te font la cour. Ce n'est que l'amour de jeunesse, on était jeunes, on déconne. Nos regards se sont croisés, je n'ai pas su les détourner. C'est son cœur que j'ai détourné, et c'est que je ne peux soigner. On s'est aimé plus détester, ce n'est qu'un amour de jeunesse, ce n'est qu'un amour de jeunesse.
So, guys, let's go back to some talking. I just want to mention to all of the artists, thanks all for being here. For those who performed and they have to go, you don't have to stick around. We're just keeping this up, to chat, to play for the extra musicians. So, yeah, thanks a lot for everyone. Ollie, Guido, Sam, Alton, and also, 1 second. I can't find him in the audience with us. All right, guys, thanks all for playing here. Thanks for Tonya, A-Rod, Rage, and AOP Swank. I hope you're feeling better, man. AOP Swank had COVID lately, and I hope he's doing better. So huge shout out and get well soon. Can't wait you to have back up with us. Take care of yourself. And Rage, you there? And Tonya?
I'm here.
So I'm gonna mute myself right now. I have to coordinate because after like 30 minutes, 40 minutes, I have to be on space with Krishna. Tonya knows already about this space. So I have to take a break a little, guys. I'm a little bit getting drained, not so much sleep. So yeah, thanks, guys.
So I'm going to take the mic. So I got my mixer plugged in. So I want to go ahead and give everyone an applause today. Thank you so much for everything. This is going to be the reset. So what I'm going to do is play play my favorite song first. So we can just kind of restart. Addicted is one of my songs that I love. And Ray Harvest is Word Life. He is usually here, but he's pretty busy. And I freaking love this song, so I always play it. So I'm going to go ahead and play that. And then if anyone else will have some other songs, I know we have some new people here that wants to introduce their music. If you could, please go ahead and you can DM me or, you know, grab the mic and then pin the music that you want to play on your profile, and then I can just pin that or pin it onto the nest. So go ahead and grab the mic. And again, let me go ahead and go around the space while I'm looking for some music. We have Donald in the space. Hi, Donald. And then I think Bamboo wanted to grab the mic because I know he was here earlier. And my good friend John is here, who is incredible. He has a new single he wants to share with us. He has an incredible son too, Jackson, who I adore. And again, Sam, I am always so blessed for her to be here too. So she's dropped down, but Sam, it's great hearing you. And Guido, I love your music. And also Alton, I freaking love your guitar, by the way. I was listening to it when I was recording and just kind of like making a promo video. Love all the music. And of course, my good friend Gino here on an incredible project together. We're going to do some film festival in Twitter Spaces. He's, I'm helping him get that together.
That'd be awesome. I can't wait.
Hi, Dino.
Hey, y'all. I really appreciate y'all having me up here and being able to share my tunes and have a conversation about the space and the people and where we're going to take this thing, where it's at right now. I'm going to have to jump off here in a sec, but I just want to say peace, love, solidarity, and thank you. Take care of yourselves. Please.
Thank you for being here. I
Yeah,
really
thanks
appreciate you
so
for
much.
being here.
And
Yeah.
anytime we do this, hop in.
Yeah, Rach. Yo, I saw that dime bag too. I think we're coming from like the same era and frequency like you were talking about. But yeah, much love.
Take care. We'll see you soon and pop in and play some music with us.
All right, y'all. Be well.
Take care. So I'm gonna reset the room now with Ray Harvest's song "Addicted." I'm gonna play this song. I'm gonna give you a little information about why he wrote this song. The reason that I'm sharing this with you is, but when you play in our NFT music concert or any of our NFT music radio shows, we ask you these questions because when I'm recording, I cut up these little snippets. So when I cut up the snippets, I have to listen it over and over until I get it perfectly sound and perfectly every aspect of the story, because the snippet is the story. It has to be less than 10 minutes. So, and it's great for me to share your music this way because I think it's so organic. So this one is Addicted, and I really love it. I listen it over and over until I get it perfectly sound.
You're the same song I sing. You're the one calling my heart. The dream I never wake up from. You're the one I love. You're the destination point. The horizon I keep moving close. My sadness only leads to you. You're the only one I love. You must be about it. I'm addicted to you. Addicted to you. You must be about it. I'm addicted to you. There's no reason why for you I wouldn't do all things for you. The moon, the stars, the sun for you. You're the one I love. There's no reason why for you I wouldn't do all things for you. The moon, the stars, the sun for